everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hardcast Commander. For the last episode of Season 5 here.
Season 5.
Season 5.
Season 5?
Hardcast.
Wait, how many seasons have I been on here? 2?
This is 2.
Yeah.
2. Hardcast is going to kindergarten soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Like,
We'll watch it go away.
First day of school.
Tears as they go on school.
Mm.
Anyway, last episode we're playing Phyrexia All Will Be One. As always, I am joined by Trent, Piper, and Avian.
Hello.
And this is also Avian's last episode in the regular red chair. So you may see Avian back here and there for more episodes, but we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah.
I'm going off to be a big boy.
A big boy.
Big man.
Big
Speaking
man.
of going off to school, yeah, you're going off to big boy school.
Yeah, big boy school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
College.
Yeah.
Gonna be an old man hanging out with 17-year-olds.
That's
That'd be awesome.
I wouldn't
Let's do
say
it.
it like that.
And we're joined behind the camera today by our new producer, Connor. Hey,
Hello,
Connor. Everyone
Howdy.
say hello, Connor, in the comments. If you don't,
Wave.
I'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know who didn't with the last time. We know who didn't.
Yeah.
We
So
know.
wave at Connor.
In fact, the fact that you didn't say hello in the comments to PJ last time is the reason that he's not here now.
It's
Yeah,
not,
he's
but
crying in the back.
That is true. That's true. He is crying about it, but you know.
Well, as it is the last episode, we got to figure out what the points are.
Yeah, what are the points at?
Bring it up, Connor. Ooh, tied in first place, Trent and Piper on 19 points.
Oh my gosh.
In third place, Avian on 17.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing up the rear, old Dylan on 14 points with no chance of getting first today.
Big D
It's okay.
coming
You
from
can be.
behind.
You can.
What if neither Piper and I cast our commander
That is the only way.
and you kill all of us in one?
Can I
No,
kill-
then you're
no,
18.
no,
No.
no, no, no.
You have to kill
I have
both
to
of
kill
us.
both of you
And get
then
first
Avian.
blood.
and then Avian on the next turn.
And get first blood.
And get first blood.
I
So
have
you-
Phyrexia and Revoker in the deck.
You would. You would.
All right.
But hey, you're not starting off the episode for your last episode here.
Your last episode here.
You're not going to be going first.
Wow.
And you're still
Yeah.
in win range too.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. So,
Kind of like
Hey.
I'm technically in win range.
you absolutely.
We are technically in
technically.
Comrade.
comrades. We are in win range.
Let's get
Our
over
first
the,
place.
how do we score points?
Yeah,
See,
how do we
one
get
more time
here?
for the
Yeah,
season.
I have no idea.
You score points based on where we finish. So if you become first, you get 4 points. Second is 3. Third is 2, and last is 1 whole point. You also have plus 1 point for first blood. That is the first amount of combat damage dealt to an opponent in the game. So only one player can get that. You do lose a point for not casting your commander, and you lose a point for having everyone else lose the game before the turn passes to the next player.
Sorry. I just love it's always like a somewhat different explanation
It's somewhat
every time.
different. I'm
Like
trying
we move the words around every time.
Yeah, I just want to keep people on their toes.
You're welcome.
It's more about the spirit of the rule rather than the specific
As
wording.
written,
That's
yeah.
true. It's very case by case. We usually get to that point in the game and go, how does it work again? How do we do the points again?
Yeah, does this impact the points or?
Mm.
But yeah, you're welcome for that, by the way.
No worries. I guess.
What are you playing today, Dylan?
Okay, what am I playing? Well, to show what we're playing, we've got to go to the overhead.
That's true, actually.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Connor.
Beautiful.
Today, I am playing Solphirim Mayhem Dominus.
Dominus.
We are taking a break from the usual mono Black Dylan or ex-Black Dylan to play mono red instead.
I was going to say, we are on the mono train, which is kind
Yeah.
of like your thing, though. We do
It
like
is
that
my
here.
thing, yeah. So, Solphirim Mayhem Dominus is a new mythic Phyrexian horror available in the set. If Phyrexia All Will Be One. 2 red. If a source you would control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals double that damage to that player or permanent instead. It also has an activated ability of 1 and 2 Phyrexian red, so they can be paid with 1 red mana or 2 life. Discard 2 cards, put an indestructible counter on Solphirim Mayhem Dominus. Very, very decent card. Probably kind of like a fixed gratuitous violence dictated between gods kind of thing, where it's not just about every damage, it's just non-combat damage. So looking into what kind of package I've built into this deck, first of all, we've got our damage increases. So we've got Tarolf, God of Fury. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, Tarolf deals damage equal to that excess to any target other than that permanent. So with some fancy assigning of damage, I can end up making that quite powerful. And then we've got our doublers here. We've got Dictator, the Twin Gods, who will deal damage. It deals double. Gratuitous Violence. If a creature I control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage. So that's combat damage, but also non-combat damage effects from creatures.
Yeah, which also add the dictators for everyone, not just you.
Dictates for everyone.
Everyone. That's why it has flash.
That's why it has flash. And then we've got Mechanized Warfare, a new one from Brothers War. If a red or artifact source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 1 instead. So just a little bit extra, but we're going to get that roll on with doubling damage, excess damage, all that kind of stuff.
That's like +2 if you do it first, right? Because like you get it first and then you double it. So
So that's where it's going for there. If we have a look at what we have some classics in the damage dealing set here. Stuffy Doll, Brash Taunter. 2 indestructible creatures that when they're dealt damage, they deal damage to opponents. One thing to note is Stuffy Doll is as it enters the battlefield, I choose a player, and when it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to chosen player. And then I can tap it to deal 1 damage to itself. It is an 0/1. And then I've got Brash Taunter, which is indestructible. Whenever it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. So I get the choice on that front.
Yeah. It's red, but it's better. Like it's far better.
Far better.
But it's
a 1/1 indestructible that I can pay 2 in a red, tap it, it fights another target creature. So either I'm going to kill something small or deal a lot of damage.
Uniquely, can fight your own creatures.
Yes,
That's quite unique. There's like 3 cards that do that, I think.
Yeah,
Or 4
so
cards.
if I can get a +1 on Stuffy Doll, I can have Brash Taunter find Stuffy Doll, and Stuffy Doll deals damage. We're gonna learn. In terms of ongoing damage, we've got Sulfuric Vortex, a staple enchantment for these kind of decks. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, it deals 2 damage to that player, so that includes myself. But hey, I'm playing mono red, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a hit to make sure that everyone else takes a bigger hit.
Well, that's it, right? You don't take the double damage, so better rate.
Better rate. If a player would gain life, that player gains no life instead. So no life gain.
Oh, I brought the life gain deck.
And then I've also got a card out of Adventures of Forgotten Realms Commander called Maddening Hex. It's an aura or curse that I can enchant a player. Whenever enchanted player casts a non-creature spell, I roll a d6. It deals damage to that player equal to the result, and then attach Maddening Hex to another one of my opponent's chosen at random. So it's just going to keep going around.
That's fun.
It's really
I like
cool.
that. That's fun.
Yeah. It's like a fun little Sulfuric Vortex.
I mean, until they hit you with a 1/1 and you take 12.
Yeah.
That's even more fun. What do you mean?
Fun little card I added into this deck too was Kedis Emberclaw Familiar, which is a creature from Commander Legends. Whenever a commander I control deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. So working in with Solphirim, dealing some extra damage around the board. I do have a Rogue's Passage in here to give him a little bit of a sneaky way in to deal extra damage as well. So
Yeah, normally Kedis feels worse, right? Because normally Kedis is like, oh, I do the damage like a Hydra Omnivore, but it's not commander damage.
Yeah.
But in this, it's like objectively better.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I actually kind of want to hit the person that I'm not wanting to deal damage to, so that Kedis can really
Decimate
decimate someone else. Yeah, exactly.
and then we've got
With a 5/4, you're literally decimating somebody, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it's 10 of their life. So
yeah. And we've got the rest of the usual package here. Warstorm Surge, Impact Tremors is in the deck. When a creature enters, deal some damage. We got Goblin Charbelcher, 3 tap, reveal cards from top of my library. And until I reveal a land, deal damage equals the number of cards revealed to any target. If it's an island card, it does double that damage instead, and then I put it back on the bottom of my library, so that's really helpful on that front. So again, it all builds. Fanatic of Mogus, we saw this guy do some work when I played Ilhag in the all mono red game. Dealing damage when an ETB is equal to Devotion of Red. Perfect.
each opponent.
Yep.
Yeah.
Double damage.
This is looking very spicy.
And then we've got Court of Ire, which is when it enters the battlefield, I become the Monarch. So card draw in mono red, I'll take. But then at the beginning of my upkeep, it deals 2 damage to any target. If I'm the Monarch, it deals 7 instead. So yeah, that adds up. And then we got some killers here that I'm really looking forward to playing. We got Comet Storm, the old multi-kicker that deals X damage to each target. So I can multi-kick it 3 times, deal damage to each player.
And it's
each
an
opponent.
instant. So
I've
important.
ended a lot of games with that card.
And
at instant speed, I'm sure, too.
a really, really fun card. Soul's Fire. Target creature I control in play deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player.
It's great.
So
Do you play Chandra's Ignition at all?
I don't.
Oh, damn, see. That's still good. Amazing. They're all amazing.
I really love Soul's Fire.
There's like Hammer's Fall as well, which is in Theros. It's like the 2 mana, but it only does creatures, but it's still cool.
So that's basically the package. It's the same stuff. Inside the deck, I've got a couple other cheeky lands that do some extra damage as well. They're not necessarily red sources, but Solphirim just cares about sources I control, not necessarily the color of them. So those all kind of add up. And because we know what's going on here, I'm obviously concerned with Proliferate becoming into the format now, quite heavily with the addition of poison counters. I put a Khan's Bastion in here to help me out, but also a couple of like Field of Ruin effects to remove someone else's Khan's Bastion, because I don't want to get poisoned and die.
Oh yeah, we're all playing Proliferate. So what am I playing today?
Oh my god!
I'm playing Tekuthal, Inquiry Dominus. This is the Proliferate Matters character, the commander. So this guy is again, he's also 4 mana. He's the blue Dominus in the cycles. He's kind of like Solphirim in the sense that he doubles something, but he comes with flying, which is like, sucks to suck, dude. I came with a keyword. So I'm a 3/5, 4 mana creature, 2 and 2 blue. If I would proliferate twice instead. That's the line that doubles the thing. And then for 1, and again 2 Phyrexian blue, so 2 life or a Phyrexian mana, or a blue mana for each. I remove 3 counters from among other artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers you control to put an indestructible counter on Tekuthal. So he also has the indestructible counter thing. It's pretty cute. He's nice. I like him. I really pulled into Tekuthal because I felt like, and Solphirim's a really cool commander. Drivnod's a cool commander, and obviously so is what's the white one as well? Mondrak, yeah. They're all really, really cool. I love all those Dominus, even the green one, that's in the corner there. But this one really sung to me as the most different, right? This is the most, we've seen a lot of your Torbrain style of effects. Again, you've got a lot of redundancy in the deck already. Whereas I don't think there's a lot of redundancy for Proliferate twice, as in there isn't any, and then the deck is just all Proliferate redundancy. So, getting into it, I have a pile of cards that proliferate, a pile of cards that want to be proliferated. We'll start with the cards that want to be proliferated, that's easy. So we've got cards like Jace Cunning Castaway, Will Kenrith. These planeswalkers aren't necessarily super relevant. I picked 2 that I really like, but it's really just the idea of proliferating them up a bunch, getting a lot of counters, and then ulting with them very quickly. Jace is very useful because he can very quickly create 2 copies of himself that are not legendary. And with enough proliferation, I can create more copies and more copies and more copies and get really, really out of control very easily.
Do you run the Ikamoon Gauntlet?
I also run the Ikamoon Gauntlet, which can go pretty crazy with Jace particularly, because very easily him plus the Ikamoon can make infinite Jaces. A lot of Jaces. It doesn't translate to anything except having a lot of Planeswalker permanents on the battlefield. I'm not Altar of the Brooding you, so it's kind of cute at best. But, give it a whole turn cycle and I'll make a bunch of 2/2s. Give it a whole another turn cycle and I'll attack you.
Well, I mean, you also, with Ikamoon Gauntlet, you also have that fun little cheeky neg 12.
Well, that's the thing, right? I didn't bring out Ikamoon Gauntlet because I didn't want to get into the combo too much, but the Jace problem is that, each Jace is 3 and they use 0 to proliferate twice instead to go to 5, which means they've used their activation and then the next one comes out. So you always end up with no activations and then one that has 5. So the combo doesn't get you to the neg 12 extra turns, unfortunately. You still need a full turn.
Not without something like, was it Chain Veil? Exactly,
right? And then at that point, you're already winning.
Yeah.
You've got Chain Veil, you've got Ikamoon, you've got Jace, a million Jace, you're winning. You should win the game at that point. Will Kenrith is one of my favorite blue planeswalkers out there. I've actually built him as a commander before without Rowan, because I'm so sick of Rowan. But he's just awesome. So I'll actually go through his abilities. Jace doesn't matter, he makes lots of Jaces. But Will is +2, so he's a 6 mana 4 loyalty planeswalker. He says +2. Until your next turn, up to 2 target creatures each have base power and toughness 0/3 and lose all abilities. That's amazing. Very, very valid, right? And it upticks him 2. That's not a joke. His down tick for 2, yeah, it's expensive, but comes with target player draws 2 cards, and until my next turn, instant, sorceries, and planeswalkers they cast cost 2 generic less to cast? That's crazy. You go super crazy with that ability. It's very easy to neg to him and then just start looping a bunch of cards. Very cool. And the final one, which is this -8 emblem. Target player gets an emblem with whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, you copy it. You may choose new targets with a copy. That's going to be very useful because all my cards say proliferate, so they're going to proliferate, they're going to do that twice, they're going to copy, they're going to do that twice. So it's kind of cool gravy train. Blighted Agent. This is the only example I wanted to pull out. I'm not playing a huge amount of Infect, but obviously the deck needs to win the game. So it's not just going to win the game with Planeswalkers, it's going to try and win the game with Infect as well. So if I can get in a single blink with Blighted Agent, you are on the clock, obviously. I'm going to start proliferating those counters. Eventually, I should be able to kill you with 1 combat damage, is the idea with that kind of the deck. Getting into some more interesting cards, just some cards I wanted to play because I got these in my collection, I never play them, and they're just so cool. Like, for example, Relic Amulet. Whenever you cast an instant, sorcery, or wizard spell for this 2 mana artifact, colorless artifact, you put a charge counter on it. And then for 2 generic tap, remove all charge counters, deal that much damage to target creature.
That's fun.
It's very cool. So it's instant speed to remove things. It's a funny card in blue that deals damage. It's very cute. But what's important is obviously I can put lots of charge counters on it, and I can actually remove them with Tekuthal to give him indestructible, or I can just move them around to other things, that kind of stuff, which I have lands to do that, nesting grounds, that kind of stuff. Geometric Nexus. This card's so weird and just randomly comes out of the woods with the most crazy creatures. This card's a 2-mana artifact, mind you, and it says whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, put a number of charge counters on this equal to its mana value. So it gets lots of charge counters. And then it says pay 6, I know, but pay 6, tap, and remove all charge counters to make an XX fractal, where X is the charge counters. So it's just 20, 50 counters. Here's a 20/20. At the end of your turn, cool, my turn, I attack with a 20/20. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a
Yeah.
big old boy.
That's a big old boy, and it can just keep making them. Also, it just gets a lot of charge counters, which means if I get this very early, it means Tekuthal can just guarantee indestructible really early in the game. And then we'll get into the proliferate, because that's what we're going to be doing a lot of, and we're going to be doing it twice each time. I want to start with Contagion class, which is a classic. When it ETBs, you put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature, pay 4, tap, proliferate. It's pretty cool. The -1/-1 counter helps. I also play Contagion Engine. They're both great. But the proliferate obviously is what we're playing it for. Throne of Geth, tap and sack an artifact to proliferate. It can sack itself. That could show up. If I can't make Nexus work, if people are only casting creatures, for example, Mir, or maybe you just have like Brashton, if I can't make this work, I can just go crack, proliferate with it anyway, which is pretty cool. Steady Progress, another classic from Scars of Mirrodin. Proliferate, draw a card, 3-mana instant. I also play Contentious Plan, or whatever it's called, the one that's like 2-mana proliferate, draw a card. And then finally Flux Channeler, which is probably the best proliferate card in the game. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, proliferate, 3-mana human wizard. It's a wizard, so it triggers my Relic Amulet, and it proliferates my Relic Amulet. Whoa, look at this. And then for the theme of All Be One, I'm playing a bunch of the All Be One proliferate, both because they're good and for theme. But more importantly, the set kind of just printed a bunch of cards that say, this is a card that already exists, and we slap proliferate onto it for either a mana or for free. So for example, Experimental Augury being, look at the top 3 cards, put one of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom, you just anticipate, and then proliferate. Proliferate, anticipate. Really cool. So that's a cool card, it's an instant, and then we've got Vivid Surgeon's Insight. It's a 5-mana harmonize, but then it proliferates. It's cool. So there's not a lot of power in the board right here to show off. I wanted to leave a couple to be a little bit sneaky, a little bit spicy. He's a very scary looking card. I wanted the deck to be a little bit scary. But this is just basically what the deck is doing with no shade, deceit at all. It is just make planeswalkers, proliferate them, hopefully kill somebody with poison, or do a Tezzeret the Seeker Chainveil thing and just have like so much value that it's hard to interact with me. They're the two kind of things the deck does, and very hardcast staple too, I guess. So that's what I'm doing. Tekuthal.
Very mono blue.
Very mono blue as
Very
well,
mono
definitely.
blue,
It's all spell slinging, it's all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Artifacts
Not
matter.
actually winning the game, just doing things.
Yeah, we're hoping to win the game. We're hoping to win the game.
Actions per turn, right?
There are more than
Actions
just
per turn, that's
there are
what it's
more than
about.
just Blighted Agent. See, the thing is like, sorry, before we get to Mia, I'm hoping that if we get to spoilers, I'm hoping that if we get to the point where Trent's taking too many game actions, you guys don't have any game actions to take, if that makes sense. Like we're just we're just like, okay, Trent, we get it.
Yeah. Alrighty, what's happening over me?
Oh, you said it!
I said it.
That's good.
Okay, real talk though. Is it Mir or Mer?
Mia.
It's whatever your heart tells you.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the objectively true answer.
My
It's
heart's
Whatever
telling me.
best suits the pun that you're trying to make.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
that's the question.
Yeah, that's the real one.
Poets ruled on that one.
Alrighty, so in case you couldn't tell, I'm playing Urtent, the Urtet, Remnant of Memnarch. So Urtet's one of those creatures. I feel like Wizards are doing this a lot, where they kind of release a commander for a tribe that just does everything for that tribe.
Like the Shrine Commander feels a bit like that.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
actually a WUBRG thing for sure, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So Urtet,
Spoilers.
Remnant of Memnarch. That's gonna keep flipping me up.
Just call him Remnarch.
Remnarch, yeah, Urtet Remnarch. So he's a legendary artifact creature, Mer. Whenever you cast a Mir spell, create a 1/1 colorless Mer artifact creature token.
No, that's bad. No, I'm done. Not that way. Not like that.
Whenever you cast a Mir spell, create a 1/1 colorless Mir artifact creature token.
It's pronounced Maya.
Nice.
At the beginning of combat on your turn, untap each Mir you control. And for WUBRG and tap, put 3 1/1 counters on each Mir you control. Activate only during your turn. So he just does everything.
Oh, it untaps at the beginning of combat too.
Yeah, he just does
pre-combat,
everything.
You tap your WUBRG mana generating mirrors, pump them all up, untap them.
He's crazy. I love him. I love him. This guy's great.
Yeah.
I really cannot wait to see you piloting this. Like, I think this is gonna be fun.
A tribal is like very much my forte. Like I love tribal decks so much. I've played a lot of tribal decks throughout my time playing the game. So speaking of tribal, got a lot of Mers, Mermirs, Merfolk.
Merfolk.
Oh my god, Meerfolk.
Merfolk.
Merfolk. So we got Palladium Mir. Tap to add 2 mana to your mana pool.
Oh, Soul Meal.
Iron Mir. Tap to add 1 red to your mana pool. Whoa, I'm sensing a theme. Mir Propagator. 3, tap, put a token that's a copy of Mir Propagator onto the battlefield. Which is awesome because that then makes another Mir. Wait, no, cast a Mir spell.
That's when you cast.
It doesn't, actually. See,
But they
need
all untap, and you make more of them, right?
Yeah. Shimmer Mir, Flash. You may cast artifact cards as though they had Flash. Mir are entirely exclusively all artifacts. Which is based in my personal opinion. Mir Galvanizer, which is absolutely
The goat.
Absolutely wonderful
That's why
card.
they call him the goat.
Other Mir you control get 1/1. 1, tap it, untap each other Mir you control.
That's really good.
It's incredible. And then El Clasico Mir Battlesphere. When it enters the battlefield, put 4 1/1 colorless Mir artifact creature tokens onto the battlefield. Whenever it attacks, you may tap X untapped Mir you control. If you do, Mir Battlesphere gets +X/+O until end of turn and deals X damage to defending player.
Tap your Mir, turn them into a cannon. Very good.
And I'm going to throw my Mir at everyone.
And they're all going to be untapped when you go to combat because Urtet's untapping them all.
Exactly,
Oh.
right?
Oh my
I
God.
never thought about the fact that you can tap Mir that aren't the 4 Mir tokens that you made.
Oh yeah, because you don't think about
God.
Mir tribal too much. It kind of goes under the radar a little bit, but then you have every creature in your deck basically is entirely Mir, and you're just like, wait, I can tap so many things for
It's
this.
usually Mere Battlesphere in the context of Bosch Iron Golem.
Yeah. Or just like the 4. Like again, it's like if you
Yeah.
have the 4, that's usually enough. But you turn 4 into 15. Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Herald's Horn, a wonderful tribal card that really needs no introduction at this point. 1 colorless less for the creature type that you choose. Look at the top card of your library. If it is of the creature type you reveal it, you can draw an extra card if it is. Absolute staple of the genre if you're playing tribal. Mir Reservoir, tap to add 2 to your mana pool. Excellent. Spend this mana to only cast Mir spells. Absolutely wonderful. I will be doing that constantly.
Why would you do anything else? Like
Yeah, why would you want to cast anything else? Genuinely.
No, go ahead.
You have something to say?
I mean,
share with the class?
Yeah.
no, Mir are fine. Mir are okay.
Mir, okay. I
They're-
guess. I can't imagine a tribe you
They're
want
not
to play more in.
Juggernauts, but-
Yeah, they're not shut.
Oh, sorry.
Well, dude, okay, we got to stop spoiling everyone's stuff,
Sorry.
even though
What
it's
is this,
already
Game of
on the
Thrones?
screen right now. It's on the screen. Everyone knows what we're playing.
Good point.
And then 3, tap it, return target Mir card from your graveyard to the battlefield,
To your hand.
to your hand.
Yes. Which is very good because you get to recast them and get more Mir.
Yeah, exactly.
Mir
Which
Recursion.
is, see, that was also a test. I'm very tired. Mir Turbine, tap, put a 1/1 Mir artifact creature token onto the battlefield.
Can't spell.
Tap 5, untapped Mir you control. Search your library for a Mir creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library.
That is the battlefield, baby.
That one's the battlefield.
Can I just have a Mir Battlesuit from the deck, please?
Absolutely,
thank
you
you.
may.
I'll Arkham Dagson my 1/1 Mir into a Mir Turbine and then make an Arkham Dagson Battlesuit. Like,
I've sort of just realized how easy it would be to combo off with Mir Galvanizer and one of the many, many, many ways to copy it.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, there is a Mir that does tap and exile stuff and imprints it under it and gains their activated abilities. So if you put this on the same Mir and you give him both the Propagator and the untapped Mir,
Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
immediately. Yeah, immediately.
Yeah. There's a lot of really fun stuff here. Pyre of Heroes, this is always a lot of text that I always have to read through very carefully to make sure I'm reading it right.
It's Birthing Pod.
It's Birthing
It's
Pod.
tribal birthing-
It's tribal birthing pod.
That's all it is.
Yeah, 2 tap it, tribal birthing pod. Really, really good card.
Try Birthing.
Tri-
Try Birthing Pod. No,
Unwinding
it's not the
Clock, another card that I think needs no introduction at
A
this
classic.
point. A staple of the genre for artifacts.
Every card in your deck is a staple of the genre. I love this. You know what? I wish my deck could be like that.
It's classic. It's, classic magic. I love it. So many Mir. I'm such a big fan. And then we've got just a lot of the cards that help buff my creatures more than Urtet is already going to as well. So we've got Tempered Steel, artifact creatures you control get +2/+2.
For like 3 mana. Great rate.
4 mana, Urza, Prince of Krug, artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. Stunning. He also does a second thing.
Well, the second thing actually might show up because it can copy Mir Galvanizer.
That's true, actually, yeah.
You can make 1/1 Mir Galvanizers.
Yeah.
And it's only a 2/2 already, so.
Pay 6,
And they're getting each other's anthems, so anyway.
pay 6, create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control, except it's 1/1 soldier creature in addition to its other types.
Neat.
So it's a Mir soldier.
A Mulger.
Soldier. Soldier.
Soldier.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Relative. Rally the ranks. As it's battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type get 1/1.
Yeah, go.
Good
Classic.
anthems at good rates.
Good anthems, good rates. I like my mana spent for power and toughness gained ratios. Very good. But yeah, that's basically it. There's going to be a lot of Mir on the battlefield, a lot of tapping and untapping of said Mir, and a lot of Avian crying.
I love this.
Why?
You were already crying when I was describing the deck
No, I'm just saying.
No, he was impressed.
Yeah,
he was
no.
crying tears of being impressed.
of joy.
I
Tears of
I
joy.
was disappointed
Also
that I've
joy.
never been able to play a card as good as Mere Reservoir.
It's actually kind of reads insane, doesn't it? It kind of reads like it's
It
reads
does, yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like taps for 2 and 3 tap, return a Mere card from your graveyard to your hand.
Yeah.
Like in Mere Tribal, that's the best mana
Yeah.
rock on the planet.
It's like
Yeah.
Urza's Incubator is like -2, like, and that's essentially doing the same thing. It feels it's like a Worn Power Stone rate, but it enters untapped. Like it's
Yeah.
flexible.
I
It's
don't
insane.
even come close to that with my tribal capabilities.
I really like that this deck is every colorless card that you've played in other decks.
Oh yeah,
Right?
absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah,
Like it's
all
you know,
put together.
all put together. Yeah, like Shimmermere is in red blue or red blue black artifacts.
I think it's in all artifacts.
Your color mirrors are like your color tap mirrors are all in your relevant decks. Mere battle spheres in
A
red or
plethora of decks Mir battle spheres in.
Yep.
But like it's like Mir are always helping everyone else, but now they're gonna rise up and seize the
Now's
Mirs
the
of
time.
production.
Now is the
Oh,
time.
Christ. The mirrors of production.
Anywho, enough of that.
Communists.
See,
We need an altar of Urtet that just has like a little like Russian labor hat on.
Yeah.
alrighty. So see, like this side is like the Dominus side, and then this side is the colorless artifact creature side. So what are you playing?
I'll speak for yourself. All 5 colors.
Look at you with your WUBRG.
yeah.
commander.
They just said it
I'm
to
one of
people.
you.
I'm one of you. Look, we're the same.
Yeah, we're the same.
You're a WUBRG in brown clothing. It's.
You
I'm
brought the brown
simply...
pants.
Anyway, what are you playing,
I am
Conrad?
playing true blue mono brown with Graaz Unstoppable Juggernaut. The biggest, the dumbest, 7/5 on the planet. Legendary artifact creature Juggernaut. Juggernauts you control attack each combat if able. Juggernauts you control can't be blocked by walls.
I put so many walls in this
My
deck.
strategy
right?
is 100%
It's
ruined.
shambles. My fog bank.
Ruined
My-
by anyone playing
my
Mask with Nexus.
The Arcades
Yeah.
deck is shaking in its boots.
It's all ruined.
Can you like
Um,
mask with Nexus and then play like that Azorius card that like exiles and gives your opponent each one? Shattered the Shattered one.
Fractured Identity.
Fractured Identity.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you're like, oh, now you all have walls. Ah!
Then you all have eyewall goat gamer gods.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny. Sorry.
the most convoluted bedlam ever made.
yeah, right.
So the most important of all of these abilities, though, is the last one. Other creatures you control have base power and toughness 5/3 and are juggernauts in addition to their other creature types. So it turns your whole board into 5/3s that attack each combat if able, which is insane.
Sometimes unblockable.
Yes, sometimes unblockable in theory. So, as you might have guessed from the description of the card, the name of the game is get, like, dorks on the battlefield and then turn them into juggernauts. There's a lot of ways to do this. So, down the bottom here, I have mass token production. Orochi Hatchery is a fun one. XX artifact, when it comes into play with X charge counters on it. And 5 tap, put a 1/1 green snake creature token into play for each charge counter on Orochi Hatchery. Or if you'd rather, 5 tap, put a 5/3 Juggernaut into play for each charge counter.
Snake juggernauts.
Snuggernaut.
I prefer Jake.
Hangerback Walker is also a classic, another XX. Comes into play with X counters on it, 1 tap, put a counter on it. And when it dies, you make X/1/1 flying Thopters, which are going to become 5/3 flying Thopters.
Thopter Juggernauts.
Yep, Thopternauts.
Thogonauts.
Thopternauts. We're
This is going to be a theme of this
episode.
episode,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Thopter Assembly is another great way to make a lot of flyers. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control no Thopters other than Thopter Assembly, return Thopter Assembly to its owner's hand and create 5 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens for flying. which is very nice.
I just saw trading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trading post.
It's out of this world.
It does everything. 1 tap, pay 1 life, make a 0/1 goat or a 5/3 Juggernaut.
I just want someone to die and then go Juggernaut.
Oh, please.
A Juggernaut, if you will.
Get that.
Like Siri.
Trading post is the Jug Goat.
No.
Yeah.
It may be your last episode, but we're not giving it that one to you.
I give me that.
Siri's giving it to you, apparently.
A Catcher's Monument is a great one.
That's crazy.
First line text doesn't matter because it reduces the cost of white cards. But
plays
whenever you
those?
cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance, which become 5/3 with vigilance.
That's pretty massive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
huge. That's a fun one. Mishra's Self-Replicator is another great one that doesn't get nearly enough use. 5 mana 2/2. That sucks. If only there was a way to make it a 5/3.
If only.
If only.
Damn. The stat line is not enough.
And whenever you play a historic spell, you can pay 1 to make a token copy of Mishra's Self-Replicator. You get more and more and more and more and more. Mere Battlesphere kind of sucks, but I put it in the deck.
I will not take this mere slander.
What if they're not
Okay.
Mia and instead are Mia Juggernauts?
Yeah, who's gonna make the best use?
You're Mia not.
Who's gonna make the best use out of mere Battlesphere this game? That's the real question.
Look, it'll be poetic but sad if it was Avian. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Juggamias.
And you know what? In a way, thanks, Connor. In a way, I feel like that is the standard as well, a little bit. I feel like someone's thunder always gets taken around here.
Yeah.
So there's also a number of little ways to, cheap creatures that bring a token with them, like Searchlight Companion. This is just a good example of something that's common in the deck. The other fun thing that you can do when you change the base stats of a creature is place something that's a 0/0. One of the best examples, Stonecoil Serpent. X mana comes in with X counters. It's a 0/0, has reach, trample, protection from multicolored. And if you turn it into a Juggernaut, it just gets bigger. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Nettle Cyst, Living Weapon in particular, is great. So Nettle Cyst comes equipped to a 0/0, and the equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control.
Oof.
That's a lot. That's going
Very
to be
powerful.
huge.
But then it forces it to be a 5/3 though. Like
Yeah.
so like you get to a point where it's still just a 5/3.
I'm not quite going to go through all of these, but I will quickly mention Mono Brown gets to play the best lands in the game.
Yeah, like Temple of the False God.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
That's a good example. Yeah.
Yeah.
I quit.
We know.
Established
We know.
that.
Yeah, we're aware.
No, like right now, I'm out. I'm done. Fed up with this.
Then you wouldn't be able to win. Avian.
I win in my heart because I don't have to put up with you.
Maybe just biding his time until he can bid us sayonara because he doesn't want to deal with us anymore.
It's true. He's like, if I get bitter now, when it gets close to where I have to go, it's not gonna be sad.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
true,
I can
actually.
justify being so angry when I lose if I'm already bitter.
Okay, yeah. That's actually a really good strat.
Point.
Yeah, that's a good strat.
So I have a lot of man lands in this deck. Mutavault is a classic. Turns into a 2/2 with all creature types. It's already a Juggernaut.
And a
Juggernaut,
wall.
Juggernaut.
And a wall. It can't block itself.
Yeah.
If I take, never mind.
Crawling Barrens is an
If I take
underrated
it,
one.
then I can't block it.
Pay 4, put 2 counters on it, and it becomes a 0/0.
That land's jacked. That thing goes crazy.
Yeah.
That's going to beat
Keeps
the
building,
crap out of
yeah.
someone. Blink Moth Nexus becomes a 1/1 flyer. And then some others that aren't like nearly as good. But
I have a land like this in my deck.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot like that, yeah.
A lot like that.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
Almost identical, in fact.
Except for that one word on it that's important.
Yes.
2 letters, one might
Oh
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because yours hasn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
shit.
that one costs like 6.
Damn, well, good thing I've been playing since Scars of Mirrodin. Good thing I played a lot of Scars of Mirrodin block.
Yeah, so that's the deck. It is dumb, it is straightforward, it is punchy.
That's what you want to be.
And I hope no one interacts on the stack, because I can't do that.
Do you
I
see
promise
anyone
you,
interacting on the
no
stack?
one's going to interact on the stack, I
Yeah.
promise you, right?
No one's going to interact on the stack. No, I'm
We're all
fine.
Mono Brown here, right?
Yeah, of course. I have no
I'm
class of
exactly
colour.
like you. I'm exactly like you.
Oh my god, he's literally me.
He's
It's just
literally
like
me.
For real, for real.
For real, for real.
Put Urtet on the list of people who I shouldn't idolize but do.
All right. Well, those are our decks. And we're gonna catch you in the game.
Will
See
we?
you there.
Mia will go where the work is. Always have, always will.
we've all kept a grip of 7. We are ready to go, and because I am last, I am going first.
Last but not least.
Definitely not least, buddy.
Roll.
Wait, who is least?
We,
Guess whoever was
Go.
first, right? Damn it, it's us.
it's us. Damn it.
We're the weakest link, but also somehow the strongest link.
Go second.
I'm going to play an island. Oh my god, I passed the turn.
This card in the
I'm
game.
gonna draw.
Very powerful card, yeah. I'm representing a threat, first of all.
I'm gonna put down Rafine's Tower, which enters the battlefield tapped.
Cool.
That is a cool land.
Yeah. Good old
That's right
triomes.
there.
Or sequestered stash, go.
Oh, just in case, yeah, it's like, you know.
You want to throw out that mental misstep turn one?
Yeah, the
I'll
turn
play
one-
Mountain, and
It's the turn 1 Pact of Negation, so you can just pack up and
I'll
leave.
play 2,
Turn one, bounce your mountain days.
and I'll play Impact
That's it.
Tremors.
Shit.
Oh,
already.
damn,
So,
okay.
whenever creature is battlefield under my control, Impact Tremors deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Okay.
That's a spicy turn 2 play. I like
yeah,
that.
that's a spicy turn too.
Yeah, I did top deck it. Very happy with that.
I'm going to play a card called Ink Moth Nexus. Ink Moth Nexus is a land that taps for color, and it can make itself into a Blink Moth. And the Blink Moth has Infect, and that's the difference between mine and Avian's land there. That was the joke we're making.
2 silly little letters.
2 silly little letters. More like 6 of them, but yes, they're very, very good. So we're going to put that down, and I'm going to follow that up with... let's have a look at what we're doing here. We're going to pay 2 and cast an artifact called Ever-Flowing Chalice. This card is sick in this deck. It enters with it multi-kicks, and I pay 2 for it, so it's kicked once, and ends without any charge counters. Taps for mana equal to the charge counters. Colorless. That's the turn. Simple as that.
Tight.
So I don't even have any colored mana now. Look at that.
I'm going to put down a Wasteland.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Watch
this is
out.
the game that we're playing. And I'm going to tap 2, the Chief Engineer. It gives my artifact spells Convoke, which is awesome.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And that'll be my turn.
Dunskaroo.
Yeah, Mia really can tap for Mia. Oh my god. Miana. That's what Mia Reservoir generates, Miana.
Thought vessel, okay.
Hey, very nice.
Tap.
I feel like your deck has an abundance of 2 mana rocks in it. Like
Yeah.
every Mind Stone that's ever been printed.
Pretty much.
Do you play on Fractured Power Stone?
Don't think so, no.
That card's, it's a 2 mana colorless rock that says, like, enters untap, taps for colorless, and it says tap, roll the planar die.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And you
no.
just play it as a 2 mana rock. You just
Yeah, I
untap it.
thought about it, but
Yeah.
no.
It's very cute, because sometimes you're like, you don't have anything to do, and you're like, I roll the planar die. And you go your turn, you're like, what? Like, nothing, don't worry.
I'll play a Hazaret's Monument.
Ooh, it's all
Red
happening at
creature
once.
spells cost 1 less, and whenever I cast a creature spell, I may discard a card. If I do, I draw a card.
God, I love those monuments. They are so underrated.
Yes,
They're so good. They are so
They're
good.
so good.
and they are so hard to find now.
Yeah.
Play an island for turn.
Actually, I bought an Ketcher's Monument for like $7 because it spiked. It's really.
Is it
heavy.
Catches the White one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's $7?
Yeah, it went up really hard.
Jesus.
And then the Dominari United Commander decks came out. There was one in it.
Of course.
like,
Yeah,
no.
Of course.
To be fair, White had like a major glow up over the last few years. Like
Yeah.
mono White.
Yeah, they
And
probably...
that green white token's built off that.
Yeah.
It's insanely.
I'm going to cast a 2 mana instant blue spell called Prologue to Phyrexia.
He's done it. He's done it.
Each opponent gets 1 poison counter.
1 poison counter.
And I draw a card. And then I'm going to follow that one up with a you know what, we were using this word classic and staple a lot. I'm going to play Thrumming Bird,
which is a classic
which
staple
is a classic
of the genre.
staple of the genre. I'm going to pass the turn over.
I'm gonna
Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, for those at home, I proliferate, which is awesome, obviously.
untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna put down a Sacred Peaks, which enters the battlefield tapped.
Ooh.
But because my artifact spells have Convoke, I'm gonna tap to cast Urtet. Remnant.
Remnarch.
This guy. This guy.
Cast old mate.
Yeah. Look at this little guy. Alright, that's your turn then.
I look forward to just sitting with the edit and just finding every Remnant this guy and just like that's the whole clip.
Do you like the clip where it's like and then it goes to cuts to finding Nemo?
We should do hardcast bloopers.
I'm gonna play Sol Ring.
Oh. It wouldn't be an Avian game without an early game Soul Ring.
I'm gonna play a Steel Overseer.
Oh.
Damn, I should have gotten first
and
blood.
then 2/2 Soul Ring.
Oh, really good.
Cool.
Coolio, go.
Tap. Draw for turn.
Go, dog. I heard you like Soul Rings.
I'm going to play a Fable Passage, which I will now
Oh, I love this guy.
He's good.
tap, sack, go grab another Mountain,
A friend?
Friend.
A friend.
which enters tapped, and if I control 4 or more lands, I will tap that land.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he has 4 mana.
So you were saying in the chat that this deck is like garbage, but I don't know, man. You seem to be doing pretty well for yourself. Did anyone cut his deck?
He didn't,
sorry.
he didn't mulligan 8 times off camera. Also, like, it's funny that he's fetching in his mono red deck too. That's fuck faced. I'm deck thinning. Shut up. Yes.
I'm deck thinning.
I'm Crucible of Worlds deck. .deck.
I mean, if you're running like Valakut,
It's not a joke. Yeah, it's quite useful. Yeah, I'm just playing. Dev, you're absolutely right.
I also have.
I would play Fable
I have
Passage.
Spawn of Phyrexia or whatever, which is deal damage into
Oh.
mountains.
yeah.
Well, then in that case, Fable Patch could be a mountain. But yeah,
There's also
understand.
plenty of landfall stuff.
Oh yeah,
in
like Morog.
there's the 3-mana one where like landfall deal 1 to each opponent.
Oh yeah, that's actually insanely better than my example.
Is that just Morog? Is that what that is?
No. My example was the giant Minotaur that gives you multiple combats.
Oh,
Yeah, your example was actually legitimately like
Mine was-
it's interactive
yeah.
and synergistic, and
I'm
mine was just a boonga boonga card.
I'm going to pay 4 mana. I'm going to play Panharmonicon.
Oh, you really set
Oh,
it up.
Jesus,
Would it be a
okay.
Dylan game without a million setup pieces?
Yeah.
Someone vandal blast
Leave
this
me
man.
and my engine alone.
For the love of God, cleansing Nova, please.
A million setup pieces. You play 2 cards, get Wrath, and then you sit there with an empty hand and 4 mana for the rest of the game.
No.
I've seen
here
this
with
game
6
before.
mana.
Tekuthal.
Much.
Inquiry
Commander
Dominus.
is coming out.
Combat. I will attack you, Piper, with Throwing Bird for 1.
Me?
And I will trigger my Proliferate. And I will do it twice.
Oh
So
no.
you each have another poison counter.
Oh
Up to
no.
3 already. And I will just throw my Overflowing Chalice up 2 more.
Okay, so y'all, you realize like
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is
I'm going to
bad.
cast Glistening Sphere. This card enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, Proliferate.
Oh.
Twice.
Oh my
are
god.
we just dead?
Are we dead?
Turn?
Not dead. My card's all tapped, but
Next
it
turn?
is kind of bad
We are on. We are halfway to death.
so far. And then it can tap for 1 mana, or if I have Corrupted Alive, which I think I do,
Yeah.
it can tap for 3 mana. So it's like a Guild Lotus.
Get him. Get him.
And then I will pass the turn.
Dog.
What is happening?
Dude, stop.
I have 3 lands. You have 6 mana. You have 8 mana.
Yeah, but it's turn 3.
Yeah, but you have 8 mana on turn 3, mate. Yeah. I know.
And I've got 2 more rocks to play, and then I've got nothing.
All I have left is sitting on my 5/3s.
I'm gonna assume this end is tapped because it's
It's a triome,
It's a
yes.
triome, yeah.
That's Rollgrin,
That. Yeah.
but in Japanese, of course.
Yeah. Actually, I can read that bit.
What does it say?
Rogrin.
It actually says Rogren Triome.
Damn it.
Crazy, right?
Triome.
Triome. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Rogrin no triome. That's it. I can read that bit. Let's fucking go, dude.
Let's go. Are they 2 made up words? Yeah,
Yes, they absolutely are. That's why it's in katakana and not kanji, so I can read it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna play Mere Reservoir.
Oh, it's coming on.
Oh, our engines are not going to be online by the time we get 10 poison counters. I don't ever want to know that.
Just. Oh my god, that taps for 5. What?
Yeah,
That
that's
taps for
5.
5, that taps for 3?
We got mana.
I'm gonna put 2 commander damage on Dylan.
On me?
On Dylan.
Yeah.
I can block it. It's a 3/5, guys.
No, we're homies. Like, we
Yeah.
should
Look,
all
he's
be
got a mirror. I've got a mirror. We're homies.
No, I mean, all 3 of us are homies right now.
It's 2 damage, guys.
it's 2 damage.
It's a threat, is what it is.
Stupid.
It's an affront to Dylan as to his character actually, and I'm gonna pass.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Okay.
For instance, as well, he can also be tapped for Convoke, and he does untap himself as well, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. So you could have had like a land untap for this in this situation.
I could have, but then what would I use it for?
I don't know. Could be Wasteland.
1, 2, 3. Oh. Should probably just play this first. Patchwork Automaton.
Very good.
So
Very good.
1/1 whenever you cast an artifact spell, put a counter on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stone retrieval unit. I make a power stone. I don't have a power stone token. Please help me.
Someone quickly draw this man a power stone.
A rock with lightning in it.
Sun at my fingertips.
And then I need to pass the turn, I guess.
Avian says that you guys are on a team and that we have to help deal with Trent, and he doesn't help.
He
at all.
doesn't do
He
anything.
just
Power
sits there with his sword and just
stand. I
threatens
played
that if you
mono
do take,
crown.
if you take care of me though, he just
Yeah,
threatens
yeah.
you with his big 5/3s. Yeah, just kill me, bro.
We're dead when you untap.
Not necessarily, all right. I actually just don't have a lot of those cards. I just use them all very
Apologies to
quickly.
everyone. Vandal Blast.
Oh,
No.
you son of a bitch.
Overloaded.
You're dead to me.
This guy.
That's fine.
I'm gonna put a counter on all my dudes.
I lose my powerful
Oh,
rolls.
oh, can you just put back on Cam B? I just knocked the camera off.
I'm gonna tap my Mere
my
Reservoir
face.
for 2 mana in response.
Fixed.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna tap my Mere Reservoir for 2 mana.
I'm sorry,
Makes sense.
I needed to get rid of the mana.
No, your Power Stone! Power
Yeah.
Stand!
It's a turn.
Yeah, that's turn.
What if I draw like a double proliferate card? I
I
just...
should have done something else. I apologize, guys. Oh, fuck. I should have done something else. I'm sorry.
All right,
Shouldn't have.
dude, it's okay. I'm gonna cast a Fairy Master of Time.
Can we get a slow zoom on?
Remember this card?
Dog.
Yeah, I got a new looking one. He looks really cool now. He looks as good as he is. Anyway, so I'm gonna play Fairy Master of Time. I'm going to
Game.
uptick him.
Do you remember that time where you won in like turn 5? It's Trent's turn now.
It's my turn to win.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna discard Tammy at the Moon Stage, just like the fucking Magic Story did. Then I'm gonna go to combat, and you know what? You attacked Dylan last turn. I'm gonna attack Dylan this time with the Throwing Bird. We're friends, Piper and I.
Are we?
I'm gonna trigger Proliferate twice.
I don't think friends put 7 poison counters on their friends, bro. I'm just gonna put that one out
what if
there.
they're friends? Like, anyway, sorry, go ahead.
What
Did
if?
you proliferate that twice?
I did.
I feel like Prologue to Parishas should be Tiger Player gets a counter.
I reckon is
Dude,
fine.
it was literally like the moment that
Absolutely,
the moment that card got spoiled, Trent was like, "I am building a deck around specifically this card."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, honestly, I saw the
moment.
same
Yeah.
thing. I was
Yeah.
like, people are gonna hate me if I do this, so I didn't do it.
Well, you know, that's why we're here. Look, it's one of these things where it's like, I feel like it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Inspiring. You gotta
Yes.
give credit where it's due.
Yes.
And I feel like I don't know if you would necessarily play it as much if it was just target player, right?
Pay 3 for
I don't know if it would
Urza's
be like that.
Incubator,
Exact
calling
timing.
me. Whoa,
Yeah.
What?
whoa, mate. And then I'm gonna put down a Godless Shrine, shocking it.
Ooh, okay.
Why am I checking my total?
I think it still puts me. Oh no, I can convoke. Yes.
No, there you go.
He costs 2 more. Oh, no, it costs 2 less.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Trent.
Urza's Incubator. Let's go, dude. And then I'm gonna put down Goldmere, which is free because of Urza's Incubator, which will make me a Mere token. Whoa, would you look at that? I have 7 poison counters.
Oh my
None of
God.
this matters.
Oh my
None
god.
of this matters.
That's pretty cool though.
It's pretty slick, if I do say so myself. And then pass.
I'm gonna uptick to Fairy because I keep forgetting. Draw a card, discard a card.
What do you mean keep forgetting? This is the first time you've
Last
been able
game.
to do
Remember,
that. Oh yeah.
Please don't forget last game. Try not to learn.
I'll play a Workshop Assistant and pass the turn.
Oh, I'm gonna discard Ledger Shredder, by the way. I'm gonna uptick again and do it again.
Yeah.
This actually might be really bad.
This
Actually
is
might be-
100%
This is really bad, yeah.
It's 100%
This
game.
is 100% gonna be lethal for sure, unless Dylan has a really good response. I'm gonna discard Tezzeret the Seeker because that's insane. I don't want to do that right now. It's
I'm
fucking-
gonna get Ickle Moon Gauntlet out
Yeah,
of
out of my
my
deck.
deck.
Can I just proliferate on everyone's turn, please?
Oh my god.
Yeah, right. Like, ugh.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
That's terrifying. I thought this would be like kind of a slow control-y deck, and then I was at 5 points in counters, and
I think it was when I had the prologue and I early drew the Thumbing Bird. I was very happy,
yeah.
Yeah,
without any lie.
I can imagine. And you also got First Blood because I.
My God, yeah.
And I'm gonna lose a point because I can't cast my commander.
Oh my
Oh my god.
And Dylan has a removal spell. I can give it indestructible at instant.
I'm going to get 0 points from this game.
So I have 8 counters here. This is not good. It's gonna be your last game at 0 points. Chat. Can we get an L in the chat for
At
Avian?
least I'm getting the true hardcast experience.
Can we pour one out in the chat for Avian, please? Just pour it over your laptop.
All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna Comet Storm. Picked once. X equals 2. Target.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
I'm so
god.
sorry, dog.
Oh,
I just threw it up the Teferi and I was like, what?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
One
dog.
song. Oh.
You have your birthday.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother drawing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, don't think. Yeah, I can't attack you now, my thrumming bird. I'm gonna untap.
Oh.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna untap.
Everyone takes 1 damage. Takes 2
Two
damage.
damage. I'm gonna uptick to Fairy. I'm gonna discard Glass Pool Mimic. And that's gonna go to my turn.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw for turn. Land for turn. Combat Thrumming Bird at you, Avian.
Yep.
Draw 2 cards, proliferate. And proliferate twice. Well played, everyone!
GG, well played. Yeah.
Good game! What?
Can this be a case study as to why in Commander the level of poison counters should go up?
Can we please up the poison in Commander? Far out, man. What was that?
So that Vandal Blast hurt me so much.
It was pretty bad.
I was gonna throw 30 damage at him, but
After I did it, I knew I messed up.
We all heard you know that you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
That's nice.
we've sworn a lot this episode, so it's really good that it's very short, so there's less editing time
Yeah.
for you because we've all dropped a few bombs.
Proliferate is very like. Good Commander, EDH, everyone. Thank you so much.
that's the game.
That was Avian's last game.
And my last game of Commander ever. I'm sick.
Well, we got that. All right. Anyone want another game?
Best 2 out of 3.
Let's go back. Best 2 out of 3. We have to be home. All right. Do you want to do like a?
We'll do the points.
Let's do an end. Let's end the episode.
End the episode.
And then if we have time, we do like a game.
Yeah, and you know what? It might be a more interactive game, and we'll also include that at the end of the episode because that was very fucking fast.
that was.
Dude,
That
you
was-
literally
Goodness.
I figured the deck. I didn't think the deck would come close to being that.
you
Quick.
didn't
I
put the
literally didn't even like I.
you didn't put the prologue to Phyrexia out in the turn 0. So
I
I,
knew
was
it
like,
was there,
oh,
though.
yeah, like we all knew it was
We all knew it
there.
was there.
I was like, oh, this is the sneaky thing that you mentioned, like when you were like, because I was gonna mention it, but that was like, then you were like, no, I want things to be like a little bit scary and a little bit sneaky. So I was like, oh, okay, I won't mention it. Didn't need to mention it.
Like
It just came out. It came out and did exactly what you needed it to do.
insane.
Just early, put everyone on the clock. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, having it in my opener was very powerful. That's why I was like, I got to keep this. We had the 2 lands in the prologue and could have done stuff with it.
Yeah.
I should just Vandal Blast the Overclock channels.
Yeah, that would be a good.
The
option
single
too.
target.
Yeah.
Or possibly
I realized that
Listening
after
Sphere
that.
even. Yeah,
Well, the Listening Sphere was 3 mana and 1 color,
was blue. Yeah, that's the only difference.
but it doesn't pick up with more mana over time.
No, of course. I'm just saying that the blue mana could have been more. You know what I mean? I think there was a point in the game where it probably didn't matter because I didn't tap out. I guess I had the 1 blue. So honestly, there was a layer where Piper had done the Convoke and kept the Wasteland open and just Wasteland the Inkmoth Nexus.
That's true. Yeah.
Did you have anything to stop me just playing Graaz and attacking you for 30?
No, because Swan Song, as we've established, does not counter artifact spells. So yeah, no answer. I was going to take damage and just say that's it. And then Dylan would have cast the Dominus and done double damage times 2, so 4 damage, which was cute. But
Okay.
Well, if I had Vandal Blast the 1, I could have cast a Dominus the same turn.
I mean,
course,
I didn't have
yeah.
I didn't have a
Fucking
second
fine.
swing in me, so.
no.
Did you both earn 0 this game?
Yeah.
Oh. How do we score, everyone?
All right. Let's
have a look at the points.
Bring up the goddamn points, Connor. All right. So, where's Trent up on? He should be on 19. That's it.
I think Connor gave me first blood when I hit him.
And I was-
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And I was
Sorry.
on 17.
Yeah, Avian was on 17 too.
Wait,
What have you done to the points?
Oh, you already,
yeah.
you
Sorry, we
already
did this-
reduced us? Holy shit. All right.
Connor's in the game.
Yeah, Connor's
ahead of us.
Yeah,
Holy
Connor's
shit.
ahead of the game.
But we still need those final scores. So let's talk about the scoring.
All right. So, all of us came last except for Trent. So we all gained 1 point now. Connor's
Yeah.
already established the didn't cast out commander for myself and Avian. And Trent got first blood, so he gains a point, which you've already given him.
Yep.
And then, nope, that was my point. Yep. But then Trent
I'll take
loses a point for killing us all on the same turn.
Yep.
and then he gains 4 points for coming first.
So 23 points. Wow.
So Trent wins the season.
Trent wins the season.
5.
Season 5.
Wins.
That's back-to-back seasons, Trent.
I like that.
I thought we were just
Yeah.
hanging around having fun.
Well,
Every time you always pull out the most vile, awful shit for the last
You
game of the
had
season.
8 mana on turn 3, dog. Like, and 30 damage to shoot down at
You know
somebody.
what? You had 8 mana on turn 3,
Can we-
and you didn't play Graaz.
Yeah, can we? No, that's yeah.
Oh,
he wasn't going to
no,
that.
I didn't have it.
No, he didn't have them do it then. He needed the Palladium there. But the point is, look, the point is that just like my colorless decks, we've established very good lanes. You were taking off so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Honestly, when you Vandal Blasted, I was like, well, at least it's safety nets everyone for
Any
when
other game
Trent
that would
does
have been
die. Yeah, right.
Any other game that would have been the greatest play ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But damage doesn't matter when I can just hit you for a quarter of your life without hitting you at all.
You hit me for 1.
Yeah, hit you for 1 life and you took all of it. You took
Yeah.
all of it. And it's, yeah. We don't take prisoners, we take poison cannons.
All right. Well, that was the Phyrexia Obi-Wan episode. I hope Sheldon Mannery and the rest of the Commander Council are watching this episode to know just how fucked poison counters are in Commander with Proliferate right now.
Tweet them this episode.
In the meantime, we hope you enjoyed season 5 of Hardcast.
It's been a good time, honestly.
It's been a good time. Definitely the
Trent's like, I
fastest
had great
episode.
fun.
Thank you so much for Avian for playing with us on this series.
Yeah,
It's been
yeah,
a lot of
thank you,
fun.
Avian.
We hope to see you back when we have more players, when we have space for extra players.
I am
or-
going to miss it.
We
I'll
have
come back
guest stars.
Sunday. Say good day.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be different because that's like, you know, you definitely represent like a lot of us at Hardcast, you know. You're one of the 4, you know what I mean? So it's going to be sad to see you go, but
You've been here longer
And
than
also-
I have.
yeah,
Yeah, and also a play style that is different to all 3 of us as well.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
Well,
It's a
yeah,
play
that's the point of Commander. Everyone plays differently.
Everyone plays different. Everyone
Yeah.
likes different things. So thanks so much. Round of applause for Avian in the chat, everyone. In the comments. And that concludes this episode of Hardcast Commander and the season. I think we can probably get one more game in anyway. Just won't be for points.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
All right.
Alright.
Cheeky game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
I've been shuffling for a couple minutes.
So have I.
It's all good.
So is this just gonna be recorded extras?
Yeah, this is just going to be recorded. We're going to tack this onto the end, Connor, because
The Aftercast.
people came here for a game. Yeah, the
If someone like clicks on a Hardcast Commander episode and sees that it's like a 25-minute episode and that 15 of those minutes are like the deck
the deck
discussion,
discussion, they just need friend one.
Yeah,
they'll see this. They'll be like, oh,
I get
okay,
it. I've seen it.
okay.
I've seen it. It's been done.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Like a real game now.
Yeah, we'll roll off.
6 to beat.
You know, I found
That beats it.
Snake Eyes.
Nice. Let's go.
No!
I heard that the R&D team, they roll a d20 and they go 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20.
Okay.
And they just roll 1 dice. There's never like you never tie. And she's like, roll 1 dice and that's it. That's the
I mean, if you just have a D4 on you at all times.
yeah, of course, but who does? Like, you know what I mean?
I do
They're
just for
effective
The same people that
yeah,
have D20s.
caltrop reasons.
Everyone who has caltrops, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'll keep
Sometimes.
This is entirely what I had last game -1 card, so I need to shuffle better.
I'm gonna just mull this.
That's still
It's not
good.
very strong.
Still a good opener.
It was a really good opener.
Yeah, you
but
have some good
You
options.
should just
going
kept
too.
it.
you know what? Fine then, I'll keep it.
Yeah,
Alright,
keep
fine.
it. Just keep
It's
it.
not like this game matters.
Yeah, it's not for points or anything.
This
Trent,
is the
Trent
honor.
made sure of that.
Shut up.
That was like I'm genuinely just impressed more than anything.
Yeah, I'm stunned.
Yeah.
That. Like, I kind of had the idea that like, oh yeah, this is sort of what this deck is aiming to do, and then it's like, oh.
Oh, shit.
Turn 3, everyone's on 5 poison counters.
Oh.
Such shape. what happened? So for anyone who blacked out 20
Yeah,
minutes,
if
we
you
played
blinked,
the whole game of Commander.
if you blinked and you missed it, we
you
did
go.
have a game before.
Yep, I was gonna mull down 1, that's all. So I went twice.
Alright.
Me, baby.
Yeah. Trent's on the play.
We're gonna start with a tapped Lonely Sandbar.
Cool.
I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna put down the Triome again and pass.
Cool.
See, I'm spicing it up a little bit, playing a different Triome first.
So,
Alright. Rolgren, sorry, Sabai,
Mutavault, go.
Ketria, Indatha, And what's the Sultai one? What is it called?
Super duper.
That's very close. Zargoth.
Oh,
Zargoth.
really
Oh,
close.
it's called Zargoth. Yeah. I was like, that's it.
I'll play Mountain, and then I will pass my turn.
Can I say, by the way, Goat Mountain.
I love
Yeah,
it.
go.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
So they're so amazing. I have one plains and one one plains, one forest. I just want
Considering just
Oh,
grabbing
is that the
another-
planet ones?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just grabbing another box of Infinity just for the land.
Oh yeah, a lot of
Honestly, yeah.
that's why a lot of
Yeah,
people buy it, right?
Shock in this. Thank you.
I'm going to play
What's that one?
Swift Whip. It's a majoring network, so it's a storage counter color slam, which is called a proliferate.
Yeah.
And then I play Swift D's and pass.
Sure.
Like the only time I played against a proliferate deck was a Traxxas.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of slow
That's
and
a
steady
slow
build
burn.
you up kind of thing.
For sure.
I didn't.
Rafine's Tower pass.
Oh god, this and the 99 of Atraxa, please kill me.
I mean, like, Ikamoon Gauntlet in Atraxa is out of this world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Atraxa,
You know what I
because
mean?
Atraxa Super Friends
And
need
it's-
more shit like that.
Well, at the end of the day,
Uh,
Atraxa Super Friends has got so
Mission
much.
Factory Milligan go.
I think
in your end step, I'm going to basically land cycle.
It's pronounced Mulligan.
I think there's a I love that guy. I didn't recognize the art.
There's a deep fear in my heart that you were going to bolt my Milligan there.
That's very useful too, that Milligan.
I love Milligan.
That's very Milligan almost feels like, bolt the bird mentality, even in Commander. I'm kind of like, just kill it as soon as
It's
possible.
good.
It's so
It's
good.
really good.
If it mills you one card, it's probably not very good. But if it mills you 4 cards in a game, it's really good.
Yeah.
So good.
Mountain.
And it only needs to tap a few times, you know what I mean?
And then I'm going to pay 2 for a Sword of Animist. Sword of Animist.
Thank you for translating. I don't
Nice.
speak Dylan.
I
I'm going to play down a island. And then for 3, we're going to play Jace, Cunning Castaway. So when it's guy before, I'm just going to -2 and make a 2/2 blue illusion.
Whoa.
I can draw one. Oh, no, you go ahead. I'll pass the turn. Oh, yeah? Okay.
I did the Power Star. I
Power Stan.
was very happy with that Power Star.
I'm gonna put down believe it or not on a wasteland. And then
You can stop him from playing as commander.
oh I can. I'm gonna put down a chief engineer.
Okay. That is a very similar hand.
It is like I did say it was almost entirely identical minus 1 card.
There you go.
And I'm gonna leave my wasteland untapped to pass.
Very cool.
That the keeps a roll. Oh. Do I progress my board or do I screw over Trent by a little bit?
Be spiteful.
Be
You know what?
spiteful.
Be
Whatever you
petty.
wanna
Aren't you
do,
tired
man.
of being nice? Don't you want to go hog wild? Don't you want to go crazy?
Whatever you want to do, man.
I'm
Honestly.
gonna
Game's one.
see what I'm gonna tap Milligan and see what I mill. Blight Herder.
Ooh, love that card.
It's a fun one. I love all of those like put something from exile into
Back in
the
the
art kind of
graveyard.
thing. They're so much fun, but they're really hard to use well.
Yeah, not enough stuff that exiles tons of cards in a good way.
I'm gonna play Richardson Port,
Oh,
and I'm gonna use the one floating and these 3 to play a hit Marco.
say, bro, don't Richard bought my illusion, dude. Just pops it.
Can I pop an illusion?
Yeah, because it says it becomes a target of only a spell, not ability. It's not
Yeah.
like the old one. Sorry.
It's target land.
Oh,
Yeah.
what am I thinking of? I'm probably thinking of not even the right card at all.
Yeah.
Alright.
Richard and Port, that's worse.
See, you could have tapped this land. I could have destroyed this land. We can really hold Trent back this game.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
he's gonna
can sit
draw
here
that, are
and
we?
beat the crap out of him while Dylan plays a board.
I didn't just put that in my hand.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many cards are in everyone's hands?
I only have 4.
5.
6.
Wheel me, daddy. Well done.
That's a good option.
It does set me up for a better play next turn. But the question is, does it set Trent up for prologue to Phyresis?
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
You know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, what if Trent draws cards at all?
What if Trent draws at all with?
Like,
Yeah,
what
what
the
if
fuck?
Trent-
You know what? Yeah, we'll play.
All right, what is it? I'm just kidding. What's the card you thinking of?
We all discard and draw 7 cards.
I discard Relic Amulet, Throne of Geth, Swan Song, and Casmina.
I discard Etali Primal Storm, Solemn Simulacrum, Meteor Golem, Light Up the Stage, and 2 mountains.
I discard Goldmere, Urza's Incubator, Godless Shrine, Sacred Peaks, Organic Extinction, and Recruiter of the Guard.
Some lands, Darksteel Forge, and Geode Golem.
6, 7. Alright. And I will
yeah.
play a mountain, and then I will pass my turn.
Untap. Keep draw. Island for turn. We're going to play for 3 a Astral Cornucopia with a single charge counter on it. This is a land that this is an artifact taps for colored mana equal to the charge counter. So it's kind of like a cool the one I played earlier. Everflowing Chalice, but it's colored. Then I'm going to play for 2 Contagion class, putting a -1 counter onto Milliken.
Oh,
Bye.
Ooh.
I will uptick Jace. So if I deal combat damage with a creature, I draw a card, then discard a card, and then 2 damage at Avian? Question mark? Yes, 2 damage at Avian. He's open. I could hit Dylan. That doesn't matter. 2 damage at Avian. And then I draw a card, discard a card. I think it's draw and then discard. Yes. Draw and then discard a card, and I will discard Sky Diamond. And
Untap, upkeep, draw. We're doing that crazy shit now, everyone.
all right,
I'm
everyone.
gonna put down an island.
okay.
And then
That's a good looking island.
they're so nice. I love the mech lands from Brothers War so much.
Yeah, I think the deck's filled with the mech ones because it had a couple of spares.
I'm gonna pay 3. Gonna cast Urtet. Gonna pay 2. Gonna cast Mere Retriever.
Very nice.
Gonna enter combat.
Does he get you a mare as well?
He does.
Yes. Ooh.
Gonna enter combat. Or maybe. So now I have 3 mana available to me.
You do.
Yeah.
For an art.
Chief
For an
Engineer is
artifact, yeah.
really good in.
It's because Convoke, yeah, it's so much better than
Yeah.
like tapping for mana, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like you ignore
Yeah.
that whole haste thing.
And then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3 for Mere Reservoir.
Alright.
And I'm gonna enter combat. Untap all my Mere.
Alright. That's so good.
It's insane.
You can flash a Shimmer Mir now whenever you want. You know what I mean? Like
I
cool
know,
stuff.
right?
Cool stuff. You play 5 mana Mir this turn now. That's crazy.
And then I will go through combat and I will pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. Do that. Another great tower. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forsaken Monument.
Oh.
Yeah, colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever you tap a permanent for colorless, add an additional colorless. And whenever you cast a colorless spell, gain 2 life. So I'll tap my mutable for 2, play a Mere Retriever, get 2.
Winning!
I
Twinsies!
mean, the same Mir. I mean, they're all very good, aren't they?
Mere are great.
Yeah, they're all good.
And the colorless ones are even like the best ones, right? Because they're like, oh, they don't tap for colored mana. Make them like busted.
Pass. Can I look at your yard, please?
It's like, what's the standard in the studio during Darksteel? That shit busted. Print it. That shit's, you can't print that. That shit's broken. Put it in the set.
Send it live.
Skull
I don't
Clamp,
care what I said, Jeeves. Play it.
Skull Clamp can't give +1/+1.
Okay.
Nerf it. Make it minus toughness. But sir, that put it in the set.
I'll play a Solphirim Mayhem Dominus.
Dominus!
It's a heart.
That's it. Untap, draw, land, and then we're going to play our own Soul Ring.
I wasn't ready for that.
Or we're going to cast Tekuthal.
What a surprise.
I'm
Kind
sure.
of crazy, actually, that Trent would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate this. Should have wastelanded him.
I'm going to
It wouldn't
attempt
have
to
stopped
Swift
it this
him.
Mm-hmm. Indestructible and hexproof.
I'm going to uptick Jace. That's a 3/3 Mere Retriever now.
Yep.
All right. That card is insane in the brain.
It's a thick old boy.
GCs.
Big old boy, he dragged me down. I guess then it's going to be... I kind of want advantage, so I will swing the Tekuthal. I'll go... Oh, I mean, he has 3 power. A lot of attackers. Playing Anthem, it's scary. you don't, I can do some good blocking. I don't want to lose out on that draw though. So I think I will just swing an Avian here for 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll draw a card, discard a card. And I'll discard Shrine of Piercing Vision, which is a really cool card that I can't really get to use at the moment. And then I will simply pass the turn to my.
I will untap.
It's a fantastically slower
Upkeep.
start.
Yeah, fantastically slower. But probably just as dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we also don't have the same kind of explosive start, right?
Yeah.
You do have kind of like, what, 7 next turn? No, a lot more than that.
A lot
because you
more than
double,
that.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
13.
true. 13, yeah. 8
If
plus
I
10,
11.
yeah. 11. Well, if you place the land, right?
Yeah, if I draw a land, I get.
No, if you play the land, it's already in your hand, Avian, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely.
Hey, it's still
Avian's
more
like,
than
sure,
Graaz.
my hands will gas. What do you think about? Is that sorry?
Still more than Graaz's cost,
That's true.
essentially.
But that's Spyro's
You can still avoid
headquarters.
Graaz mana. What do you want? What happens?
I mean, if I get Vandal Blasted again, I can't.
Touche. But, you know, that won't happen until, you know, a pipe is like Vandal Blast. Overloaded. That'd be good, though, because
I mean,
No, it's colorless. I'm playing with colorless. It's fine. I'm gonna pay 3 for Thopter Engineer,
nice. They
which
gain
will give
haste.
me all my artifact
Please, I
creatures
think.
control have haste, and I create 1/1 colorless Thopter creature token on the battlefield. So that would have been good last time, because then I could have blocked the Throbbing Bird.
yeah. And he would have attacked someone else. But...
Yeah, he would have just attacked someone else.
Yeah.
But I would have been able to block, and that's all that matters, right?
Dragonfly boy. There you go.
Look at my Thopter. Isn't he great? And then what do we got? What's going on around the board right now? You've got blocker. You've got blocker.
I've got a 2/2 blocker, that's all.
You've got
Yeah, I've
blocker.
got a 3/3. But
I have 4.
I'm going to enter combat, which will untap all of my Mir.
Very nice.
Wonderful. And I'm going to attack with Mir Retriever and a regular Mir into. No, I'm going to attack with just Mir Retriever, and I'm going to attack into Dylan. The Mir Retriever.
I'll take 1.
Damn it.
Wow.
Damn it.
God, I want to fall for. How
Ah.
did you get away with this? What the hell?
And then I'll pass.
untap. Draw. Nice.
Very good.
Solphirim Void. I'm going to EDB Scry 1. Look at me, mono brown and scrying.
Very cool.
So
It's almost
rare.
like colorless does everything, actually.
Everything
I think
and
it would do nothing.
Everything and nothing at the same
It
time.
does everything at sorcery speed that you can possibly do in the game. At
Yes.
sorcery speed.
Yes.
At 1/3 extra the cost.
I mean, there's a counterspell.
Depends. Like sometimes. Yeah, there is a counter spell in there, you're right? Counter target sorcery spell, bro. And counter target spell that targets power you control. It's heaps of stuff.
Yeah,
like
not
that.
of this world.
Yeah. And like Warping Whale, I think it's called, which is the counter sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
What am I doing? Who knows?
There's Kozilek, right? That's a counter spell.
That's
Physical
true,
attack.
actually.
It's a counter activated ability.
6, 7.
The counter spells.
And it's got legs.
That is true. It does have legs. That deck do have legs.
Yeah.
Fuzzy leg. Mirror Sphere. I've got Mirror.
Friends. More friends. See,
More
like we're
friends.
cool, right?
A 6/9.
Yeah, we're cool.
We're cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
4. I gain 2. The gain 2 on that is severely underrated.
It's very good. The gain 2 life every time you cast a spell essentially is very powerful.
Yeah, that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You still looking at me?
Stone Retrieval unit.
This guy again.
You get a
No,
power stone.
no grudges over last game, everyone. No grudges.
Yeah.
I have a better respect for his deck now. That's not a grudge. That's just paying attention. Oh, thank you.
I'm still very frightened of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still absolutely horrified.
Again, another 2. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Turn.
Gaining life.
How about this?
Comment section. Tell us how gaining life.
I love how you can still tell that you were like a streamer at heart because you still say chat.
Chat. Yeah, I do. It's so automatic too.
I miss the chat.
That is true. That's true.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
So do I, to be honest.
Yeah.
I check the comment section at times. So it's time. It's nice to. Let's take a bit of a chat. We get comments.
So look at that Vanderblast in your hand and think about last game.
No. you know
No,
what?
definitely. If
Definitely.
you have Vandal Blast in your hand, do it.
If he did, you know he wouldn't. He'd be doing it.
Yeah.
He knows what's up. Dylan knows what's up.
Yeah, because then also my Mew Retriever triggers.
You're like, I can do this.
I got
So does mine.
4 mana.
That's-
Ember Wild Captain.
What's that do?
I become the Monarch. If someone attacks me while I'm the Monarch, Ember Wild deals damage to them equals the number of cards in their hand.
Come on up.
It's whenever an opponent attacks you, right?
Opponent
Like,
attacks me,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So there's not per creature. Oh, thank
No.
God. It's like, whoa.
That would be
that's fucked.
hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
It's
That'd be
still
really
doubles.
good.
Of course, sorry. It's very good. Very good.
That is pretty solid, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think
then
that card's just very good.
I'm just going to end my turn there and draw a card for being the Monarch.
Cool.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm gonna.
Smile and wave,
untap.
boys. Smile and wave.
Mm,
Gonna untap
with Yeah.
the 2-mana.
well, I'm just thinking it's like I could like kill Jace and make Tekuthal indestructible, but I don't think I need that. So, untap. Draw.
Why would you want to kill Jace?
What are you asking? Magic.
Yeah.
Because he refuses to
All
wear a
right,
shirt.
Raska.
All right, Raska. Far out, mate. He does refuse to wear a shirt. Who do you think he is?
I've never seen him shirtless. What do you mean?
Right there.
That is,
he's actually kind of clothed in that, to be fair.
he's like
Yeah.
he's got
His nipple out.
He does have like a corset.
yeah, he's got like a shoulder showing, so he's a bit of a
Is his
whore, but
nipple
you know.
out?
Jesus. He's a bit of a whore.
Yeah, he's a bit of
obviously.
a you know.
Yeah.
No, sorry, we don't Jace shame in this house.
He's a bit of a how do you do?
No Jace shaming.
Do some math. All right, yeah.
He's a bit of an Ezreal, if you know what I mean. I'm scared.
That's prologue to Phyrexia Manor as well as other things.
Yeah.
We're gonna start by paying 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna cast Flux Channel. So if I cast non-creature spell, I proliferate, which is very
That's-
cool.
I still cannot believe that card was printed as an uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the land one as well as an uncommon.
Yeah.
So I don't think they were like, I think War of the Spark was like, we can give more proliferate stuff, and we're not going to do that again. Actually,
Hard cut to all we
now.
want.
Yeah, hard cut to now. We're going to go 3. Yeah, we'll tap the Major Network. We're not going to put storage counters on it, champ. We're going to cast Narset Parter Avail, so we're going to trigger Flux Channeler. Here you go. Boop. We're going to go boop. And that's it. That's all you want to do. Let's see what else you count. You have any counters? Then we're going to no. All right.
Did you
and
proliferate
You wanna
twice?
proliferate?
Oh, twice. Yeah, thank you.
You
That's
can
the whole
proliferate
premise of
Narset
my
too.
deck, by the way. I can't because it's on cast.
Oh, it's some cost.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's not on the battlefield yet. God, yeah, far out. But then she does enter with 5.
We get 1 poison, we all die immediately.
Things are insane. So I'm going to go down to down by 2. Look at the top 4 cards. Pick a non-creature, non-land. Put it in my hand. So look,
It's just 4 Ickle Moon Gauntlets.
What's her passive? We can't draw more than 1?
more than 1
more
card
than
each
one
turn.
card.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a bit how you going.
Yeah, enjoy
to be
being
here,
the
you know.
monarch.
What?
Enjoy being the monarch. Wow.
I'm going
This
to
bitch is
reveal Merchant Scroll.
Oh.
Now this is going to be one of those cards that you're like, wow, what did this go for? We're going to
Let me guess.
I know exactly what this is
we're
going
going to float 4, and we're going to cast Merchant Scroll, which will trigger Flux Channeler.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're looking for a card.
Can I guess?
Is it prologue to Phyrexia?
Can I guess?
I mean, there's 2 blue floating.
There is 2 blue floating. You can guess. What do you want to get? What do you want to guess?
It's a counterspell.
Guys, how'd you know? How'd you know? Swan Song.
Technically,
build
it-
earlier.
I mean, like prologue to Phyrexia, it is a counter spell. It just counters everyone playing the game. and it puts poison counters on people.
Oh my god, it is
Whoa.
literally
It is literally a
counterspell.
counter spell.
See, I was right.
You were correct.
I was correct.
In every shape of the word.
Yeah, in every shape, way, shape, and form, I was correct. And then, you know what? That makes me the real winner of today. I got
But
two-
unfortunately, not the winner recorded in the stats.
That's fine. This is fine. That's cool. I'll just wait. I'll wait another season to win. It's fine.
There's always next.
I'll win. I'll win eventually. Cause like, see, I'm sitting across from Trent, so I can just kick him in the shins, right? And then
Does he
that'll
really
hopefully.
deserve that?
Yes.
One day I'll win more than one
You
game.
know what'd be really cool? It'd be really cool to go for Prologue to Phyrexia. So I'm gonna search Cyclonic Rift. Because Avian's gonna cast Graaz and I'm going to die, and that's gonna be the end. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna search Cyclonic Rift. And I'm going to because well, I just want to go and get rid of the Mere Battlesphere because it will attack and do big things. So I'm gonna then attempt targeting Mere Battlesphere. I'm gonna cast Cyclonic Rift.
Hold up. Now.
Hold up. I'm gonna hold priority until you're on the stack, and then you can go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
Triggers on the stack.
Oh,
right?
true.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna roll the play on die.
What up?
we're gonna have a discussion here.
I don't know if
so-
you want that.
What's
Dylan, if you Pyroblast in a format where I'm the only blue deck, I swear to fucking God, man. If you Pyroblast me right now, I swear to Avian's not
Calm
walking,
down.
Look.
just me.
Come down.
Pyroblast is completely acceptable in a deck where you have a lot of looting, and that deck has a lot of looting.
So, let's have a discussion.
I have
here.
some blue.
I will prevent your Mer Battlesphere from disappearing
Okay.
on the proviso that you do not swing at anyone else but Trent.
What the?
So he's bouncing it to my hand, and I get to play it again. I get 4 more Mir.
Yeah, doesn't have haste, which is the important
Yeah,
part.
you got to like think about. This is fine.
For Avian, if it gets bounced,
Yeah.
by definition.
All right.
One,
just- it's
5,
just-
3.
Yes.
That's getting bounced.
Yeah, it's not gonna be damage to my face either. That's the half of the thing.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, then, I'm going to cast Deflecting SWAT, moving Cyclonic Rift onto the Forsaken Monument.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, that.
I like that. We're all good about it. I got my stuff.
I love that discussion so much. So we'll have a chat. No, this benefits me. All right, then. F you. Counterpoint. Suck my.
I'm going to
I'm in danger.
activate Jace and make 2 Jaces.
Those Jasos?
Yeah, cubbies have. Oh, draw Jace, thank you.
Mm.
And then I will.
Are you still on 40?
-2 both the Jaces to make some more blockers, I guess. Doesn't really matter what I'm doing here. Because I'm in just a fucking bad way. I know things are very fucking bad. Piper, go ahead. That's all she wrote. That's all I can do. I can't even
Should have
attack.
fire resist.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
Still feel like that was good.
Yeah. I still feel like that was the play.
And I knew, I feel like the Forgotten Monument was the better option for me to target, but with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Graaz, I'm like, I
Yeah.
still die. And I'm like, that's not good anyway, so I might as well try and do it for myself and not for others.
Spire of Industry.
Yep. The WUBRG! Oh!
It's online.
We have the WUBRG now, everyone.
It's online.
So there's your Jace token.
Oh, thank you so much.
You have
So
2
I,
Jaces.
so I have 2
Jace,
Jaces,
kinda.
each at 1 loyalty.
Okay.
And then as we start proliferating and stuff, yeah, I'll get another token.
Oh, you have 2 token copies.
2 token copies that are not legendary.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they can make more token copies that are not legendary. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm gonna join the Planeswalker squad.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
Oh my god, this is huge.
I'm gonna play Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. He's a great card. So creatures and planeswalkers I cast have affinity for artifacts.
Okay.
Just as a passive built in, very
It's
nice.
just
Stunning.
huge. Yeah.
Absolutely stunning.
What else do you got?
Yeah,
He upticks 2, deals X damage to each opponent where X is the number of artifacts I control and I gain X life.
Oh, that's
Neg 3 is return artifact card from graveyard to your hand. And then Neg 8 is exile the top 10 cards of your library, put all artifacts from among them onto the battlefield.
Jesus. Okay.
Are you gonna start proliferating me?
I mean, yeah, we're not enemies.
Hell
I have no
yes.
reason to proliferate that. Right?
Hell yes.
You have a lot of reasons not to proliferate that.
Well, maybe
Like
it's like, maybe if I proliferate it and Piper's going to ult with the next turn, somebody needs to attack Piper or something and not in Trent, you know what I mean? Maybe. Maybe. Because if you then kill Trent and then Piper ults with that and gets a whole bunch of cards and wins, it's like, oh, well, could have killed Piper, but you didn't. Oh, look at that. So it seems like it makes sense, even though it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, in my twisted logic that means nothing, I get it.
Like, I'm more looking at what are the win conditions for everyone on the table. For him, it's
Killing us.
damage, and I have life gain in hand.
That's okay.
For you, it's building a board and then punching people, and that's going to take you a little time to set up. For you, if you get one poison counter on any of us, we can die that turn.
That is possible. I still think that's a bit of like hyperbole.
That is hyperbole.
It's a bit hyperbole. But
It's
yes, I
not
understand.
likely for us to die that turn, but that turn or the next turn or like...
It's like a wild card deck, isn't it? It's like, it's like you're more worried about how explosive I can be compared to what they're doing, right? But Dylan can just play one big card and it's over for your whole board. You know what I'm saying?
He needs a lot of mana though, and he doesn't have that. You have a shit
I guess you
load
did
of
confirm
mana.
you're not playing Charge Recognition. Sorry, my brain's like, you know, it's just like Charge Recognition block your whole board, like, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. But yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he can also just like Earthquake, where X is like 2. And...
Look at mana.
Yeah.
You have so much mana.
I do have mana. Yep, I do have this much mana in this. This is like removable. You're going to remove this.
I can't decide if I should uptick or downtick because I have like a Mir or Urza's incubator in my yard, so I don't think I should downtick.
If you uptick, you're closer to ulting.
That's true.
And if you uptick and then I proliferate it once, it can ult. So that's what I,
I'm
that's
gonna
what I
uptick.
recommend. And you drain us for a little bit, you're right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's
How many artifacts
1,
do you have?
2, 3, 4. So it's
5 with a Mir Reservoir.
5.
So it's drain us 5, gain 5. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What the hell? That's so good. And don't forget, your board does have like affinity for.
Yeah.
So your hand, sorry. So your cards cost 5 less to cast. Generic.
So I'm on 35, Trent's on 35, Piper's on 44, and Avian's on 36.
Yep.
That is correct.
Sounds right to me.
You're not even tracking.
Was that sorry?
You're not even tracking.
Yeah. My deck doesn't track. It just does poison counters or losers.
What's life?
I got a lot to track, dude. All right. My
of
deck's
dice
doing.
on-
Yeah.
Dice on the board.
We talked about the game actions Trent's taking. All right. I now have 3 Jaces. Do you understand?
I'm gonna enter
That's
combat
infinitely more Jace than you.
and
Yeah.
untap all my Mirs,
Cool.
and then
That's awesome, dude.
I'm gonna. Does anyone want to block my Mir Retriever?
I'll block it.
How many
And
cards
that's
do you have in hand?
no benefit.
3. No, I'm not gonna attack you.
I'll block with my soul form.
I'll block you and it doesn't cost you anything.
Yes.
All right, I'll block it.
Yes. Let's go.
It's kind of huge, actually.
As incubator, maybe.
You can't cast Incubator though, because it's not a creature. Doesn't
That's
get,
true.
It doesn't get affinity for artifacts.
It'll be.
Artifact spells you control have convoke.
Oh,
Yeah.
by definition, that's true.
It'll be
But
the-
you'll
it'll
have
be
your
the
board,
Mir.
right? Yeah.
It'll be the Mir.
Maybe. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Because you can get back to Mir Retrieve with a reservoir, which is cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast the Mir for free.
Yeah.
Which will make me another Mir.
Yeah. See, that's huge.
Let's go. And then
More me.
Marmir.
well,
Marmir.
then I'll pass.
Untap.
What's Avian's plan this turn? Draw land.
Herdo go right.
He has exactly enough to play Graaz.
That is very nice. I can get behind that.
I also have exactly enough to Forsaken Monument first.
Yep.
Souls?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nothing we can do about it, unfortunately.
I'm gonna use my Mir Reservoir to tap 2 mana to not do anything. I'm actually not gonna do that.
Okay.
Big Jeezy, Graaz in the house.
All right.
I'm getting 2.
Yep.
Combat.
Okay.
Okay. Everything in Trent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they're all 5/3s.
They don't have
seven-
trample, right?
They're all
They're all
7
Oh, they're all
fives.
7/5s.
So, but
No,
they don't
no.
have trample, right?
No
No,
trample.
trample.
All right. Well, I will just put 3 illusions in front of 3 of the 7/5s.
Mhm.
And
That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
there's 7/5s. So I'll take 28.
Yeah, you'll take 28 from 30.
Like I just randomly died to Dylan though. Like I take 28 to use the card, and I just happen to die.
Yeah,
yeah.
I take 12 and I die.
Just casual death.
But it's like
As opposed to ranked
as
competitive
opposed to
death,
ranked competitive death.
Yeah, exactly.
which was last game.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Look, I'll block the 3 and then I'll take 28. And then if I die, you can go
Alright.
fucking deal with Graaz.
You're on what, 7?
Yep.
Yeah, he's on 7.
Dog.
Down to 7.
Go.
I really just hope you can proliferate before you die.
Well, I don't have the poison on you right now, right? So it's like
No.
No,
That's
I just want you
important.
to proliferate Tezzeret for me.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that, like,
It's a bit of a kingmaker play.
kind
Bet.
of.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps. It helps keep me alive, right? Because if I can get them to get a bunch of cards, and then you kill me, they kill you, right? So you don't want to kill me now. So it can help me in a weird way,
I mean, I have to attack.
but not me, right? That's what I'm saying.
Kind of.
You know what I mean?
I'm throwing them
Maybe.
somewhere.
No,
You
of
know?
course. No one's disagreeing that you're going to attack with your Juggernaut deck that says they have to attack. Yeah,
yeah.
no one's disagreeing with that.
I
That's
was
definitely the
disagreeing
case.
with it until you explained it to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they do have to attack. So
Yes.
Avian's like not given a choice, but
Yes.
where he sends the creatures will be determined by what the board looks like and what cards we're all playing.
I'll put Ember
Oh, these are all
Wilds,
dead, by the way.
Captain. I'll put Sword of Animus from Ember Wild Captain.
Sort of the anime.
Okay.
Trenty, my boy.
What's up?
I'm just going to attack Narset.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
It's
That's 4. Like, that's 5.
a 5/3.
It's a 5/3.
You trade with Tekuthal. Doesn't seem worth it. Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
I'll go to attacks. I will attack at Narset.
All right. You trigger, and then you want to do anything, or you
I
just
will
go
trigger.
play?
I will go find a. No.
And we go to declare blockers, and I guess I just don't declare blockers because Narset can just pop something there. Narset doesn't have an ultimate, so she can do whatever she wants to do. She's really here because Ingram Gauntlet says she costs 3 mana proliferate. So.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And then randomly your opponent tries to wheel, and you're like, nice, you don't get to.
It's also look at the top 4 draw card every time.
Which is very good, and that helps you get to prologue, which is very good.
She's actually quite expensive, isn't she?
Like
Okay.
money wise, I think
Yeah.
she's like $6. Yeah.
She does 4.
She got reprinted in the
damage.
Dimir control. Yeah, she got reprinted in the Pioneer Dimir control.
Oh no, it's ruined.
That's right. 5 damage to Narset.
Yeah, it's down to 2.
Still got 3 mana. I think I'm going to pay 2
Dylan's like, can you like? I'm just gonna attack Narset. It's fine. Also, I kill you.
for Harsh Mentor.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land on the battlefield, if it isn't a mana ability, Harsh Mentor deals 2 damage to that player.
Okay. I have so many activated abilities on my lands.
It's true.
And then I will pass it my turn.
Okay, I will untap.
And I don't draw because of Narset.
That's true.
Narset took 5, by the way. Oh, she
From
was on 7.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
I will draw.
My mind's fried.
You're a good mate.
Good one this week.
It really has been, hasn't it?
It's been one of those days for like 8 months.
It's just one.
It's true, man.
Yeah.
It's been one of those days for, let's see, I'm 25.
Are you doing the math of 365 times 25? But then you also have to add.
It was really just a
25
bit
divided by
because
4, so you have to add another 6 days to that too, because 6 of those years were leap years.
it was really just a bit because I can't do that kind of math in
I
my
know.
head. You just point that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Hardcast Commander is
I'm gonna cast
a
Glass
welcoming
Pool Mimic.
environment.
And it's getting to battle. It's got to be a Flux Channeler.
Holy crap. Oh,
I
Jesus
love
Yeah, okay,
Christ.
cool.
For
How many
seven-
Jaces can you get this turn?
For 7, I'm gonna cast Teferi, Temporal Archmage.
Alright.
I'm gonna trigger to proliferate.
Can I have some of those?
Awful.
Yes.
Then I'm going to, yeah, they can keep the Tezzeret too. Attack me again. So then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Remember, it's
He's
no
dead.
points. It's just for fun.
Oh, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know, but like.
It just like starts weeping in the corner,
I see that many dice on a table and I immediately just
and
panic.
no one here is playing white green.
I'm going to -2 Narset. I still have 1 mana floating and then 4 available.
Mhm.
I'll look at the top 4. Feel like card. Make it good. Oh.
That's a very sexy O.
Yeah.
Oh.
O'Brien.
I'm going to reveal Teferi, Master of Time.
I miss the Planeswalker uniqueness rule.
I'm going to cast Teferi, Master of Time.
Okay.
You had one more floating, but
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you did have one
that's
floating,
right.
yeah.
I'll leave it on tap. That's fine. Thank you.
worries, but
And I will proliferate.
Can I have all 4 again?
Make it like Yeah, it's fine. I guess I can just give you more now.
Yes.
So then I'll go up to 8.
I have a
and then
feeling you're
he'll
going to be
go up
going through a
to
multitude of turns.
9, which is important.
Oh my god. I'm not getting another turn.
I don't think any of us are.
I don't.
No,
You
I
might.
wish that were true.
You might.
I might.
Hey, you can make more Jaces now.
It's true. I can make a lot more Jasons.
I might also get another turn because he uptakes it in your turn and then activates it in my turn, and then Dylan never gets another turn.
That's true. Dylan's the one who doesn't get a turn.
And that's how Hardcast Commander goes.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
just how the cookie crumbles.
I don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
Damn, that's actually really, you
really
know what?
profound.
Yeah, that's. Give me a lot to think about.
Deeper.
You go Alt.
Yep.
So you get 2 extra turns.
No,
No,
that's
no.
it's just a bunch
This
more
is just a
Jaces.
bunch more Jaces. I need 6 Jaces. And each one enters with 3 and then goes up to 4 as I uptick them all to get 6 triggers, 6 versions of draw a card, discard a card when I deal combat damage. And then I will.
I can draw one of the Jaces if we have another pen.
I don't think we have enough tokens, do we? Oh, we might. Yeah.
Then I will. Thank you. I will uptick to Fairy.
Yeah, I can tell.
Draw a card, discard a card. Oh, all right. Scout Desert the Mindful.
What's the alt on that fairy?
It gives all my planeswalkers instant speed activation at anyone's turn.
You know what?
Sorry, I just threw up
Yes.
a little in my mouth.
It's true. It's horrible. What do we do? Okay. Then I'm going to.
It's kind of like faxing a fax too, right? Does the illusions get worse?
It's true. And then yeah, we'll go into combat. And we will no flying blockers, Avian.
Nope.
We'll attack you for 3 in the air.
Got him.
Okay. Trigger 6 times. Draw a card, discard a card.
35.
Draw a card, discard a card.
Oh, right. That's so many
Oh, we
dreams.
still got to
Draw
do
a card,
another.
discard a card. Draw a card, discard a card. Draw a card, discard a card. Draw a card, discard a card. I'm gonna get that Aetherize. Don't need it. Then I'm going to.
You just get blank tokens now. Jace.
I do. Thank you.
I tried to channel like the Chad meme. I don't think it works though.
You did your best. That's okay. Bar.
But this one is showing his nipples.
Well, that's great. This one can go on top of this Jace, kind of. And then they're
He is
all
the top
at
Jace.
4, 4, 4.
That
Four.
specific Jace.
That specific Jace. The
That specific
regular
Jace.
Jace is
Regular
absolutely
Jace.
not.
Not yeah. We saw what Vraska did.
Yeah. We know who's in charge there.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I was dating Vraska, I would let her be in charge
Oh,
as well.
please. Shame on what you can do with those tendrils.
Too much.
Right. So we're going to down tick these
Yeah.
guys, unfortunately. We can't get to the ult right
Now
now.
let's talk
so we're
about
gonna down tick
tendrils.
him, untapping. I'm just going to proliferate this.
How many times?
Just once. It's got 1 extra proliferate. I was going to say. Can we just have a dice? I just need 3. Oh, I just need 3.
Run
yeah.
out
So I'm going to
of
untap this guy. I'm going to untap Soul Ring. And I'm going to untap 2 islands. Then I'm going to
Who's on Zenith?
cast for 2 Geometric Nexus. It's going to proliferate me 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I can turn this game into a win now.
Can I have all 4?
So you alt all those Jaces again?
No, they can't activate again. They've all done the +1. They don't have any more activations.
Oh, you hit all the... Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Can I have all
It's
4?
just after Piper's turn, I'll have another turn. 2 turns. Yeah, you get as many as you want.
Yes.
Then I'm going to cast for 3 Glistening Sphere, which will cast, proliferate, enter, proliferate. Cast, proliferate. So I'll do it 6 more times. And
And I get all of
fucking
them.
far out. And yes, we'll go
We're
enough
out of,
counters.
We're out of dice. I've
Um,
got 1 dice here.
Just put a 6 on everything that has.
Yep.
You know, I will have proliferated 6 less times because that way we'll have more dice for Trent who actually needs them.
It's true.
You can probably
That's all I
keep
got.
1
I don't
dice
think
to
so, I
count
think.
a lot of those Jaces.
I don't think I
There.
have much else. Let me think. Yeah.
Jaces
They're
are
all a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of Jace that are on a lot.
That one's actually on 4.
It just gained 6.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. They all gain a lot. Yeah.
But hey, you cast Graaz. Well done.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Piper.
Yes.
How many Jace tokens do you have?
Untap. Upkeep.
Don't worry about it.
We got a lot of
Draw.
Jaces.
Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna start by ulting with
Yeah, that was a
Tezzeret.
5.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Top 10?
Top 10,
all
baby.
the artifacts on the battlefield. It's like land,
Yeah.
land.
All right.
Okay. Already huge. Yes. No, not an artifact, unfortunately. Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
That was 8, right?
Yeah. looks like it.
9.
Ah, some
Oh.
huge hits in the exile. But that's okay.
My least favorite is this one.
Yeah, they're all huge, but the artifacts are also even huger.
Huge Mur.
I think. Sorry, I'll grab these because they're
Sorry,
exiled,
yeah,
right?
the exile. Yeah, my bad.
You're all good.
The Mirror Retrieval
but
was
this
on
is-
that list.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry, not on that list.
Yeah, I
just
got you, I
picked
got
it up. So we got Kuldotha Forge Master, Leadenmere, Shimmermere, and Obelisk Erd.
Cool.
These are all
Choose a
things.
creature type.
What's your creature type you want to pick?
Necron. No, it's gonna be Mir.
Damn.
I know,
All-
right?
And all your artifact creatures have haste, by the way, because of the Thopter Engineer.
They do
so
indeed.
Kuldotha Forge Master has haste.
They do indeed.
Oh, I thought it was just tokens.
I thought it was all artifact creatures.
Oh, it's all artifact creatures.
All
Oh, damn.
artifact
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're both,
Cloud gives tokens haste.
that's true.
So I can.
You know, I don't think he's in this deck. I think he was in one of my first builds, and I was like, he's so slow and not a Mir. I can't
What a
answer with
loser.
Mir Reservoirs. I'm not interested.
So Forge Master for a Ned's disc?
That would have tapped, right, doesn't it? That's just...
Untap it somehow?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, got him.
Untap it somehow.
Make it a
Just
bird.
figure it out, I guess.
Forge Master into Portal to Phyrexia, bro.
Damn, actually, you know what?
Uh,
Now you're thinking.
Well, if you just like crack 3 Mir with it and go looking, or 2 Mir and a Thopter.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna crack 2 Mirror and a Thopter with Kuldotha Forge Master.
Yeah.
Boop. Let's have a look see, shall we?
Yeah.
Yay! See,
Lots of cool options, very many of them Mir related. Oh, I like Battlesphere
Yeah, I was thinking about Battlesphere.
with the Obelisk Alert as well.
Monarch.
That's right, buddy. Yes, you are.
I'm still the Monarch. I'm gonna sit right
Yeah,
here.
I was. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking.
Hey Connor,
Have a flick through there. Some really good options.
all of the cameras have been shifted down and to the right. You have a look at the overlay?
Yeah.
We're just getting a little bit
So I
too
think you gotta
crazy
move
here.
the folder, the camera folder. So if you click the camera folder.
What if I just sacked 3 Mirror and just grabbed
Ah.
the Mirror that taps for red?
That'd be huge. Iron Mir.
Yeah.
That's the most Vault game thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit like Exodia or Captain
Actually-
Planet. Like, once you have all
Click-
5 colors,
Click Cam A to the camera folder, and then shift click.
We don't have the green
overhead
one
down
in the
bottom.
deck.
what?
I don't
Shift
think
click
I don't
the
own the
overhead down
green
bottom,
one.
so you highlight them all.
Every
Oh.
time it's like my deck is like, why would I play the green Mir? Think about it, like you know what I mean?
All the
It's
way
the
down
one
to
I-
the bottom,
right?
Yes.
Like it's the one you would not own. I was really
Click
surprised
the
I didn't have a
overhead down
copper
bottom to the very
Mir.
bottom.
I mean, I do.
Have you have a
Yeah,
copper
and
Mir?
now see if
Do you have
can
an old Darksteel one,
up
or
and
do you have
down
one
it.
from Scars Mirrodin where it looks funky?
I think it was a Darksteel one. I played it in my
Oh, so
Bubble
good.
Saga deck.
Oh, Hybrid! Oh my god, yeah, just give your whole board flying. That's not bad.
Cyber Drive Awakener? What is that? That is
An
so cool.
artifact Wink Edition. Have a read. It's
Yeah,
really cool.
it's really cool.
So 6 mana,
Should go fix that.
other artifact creatures you control are flying. Cyber Drive Awakener enters the battlefield until end of turn. Each non-creature artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4.
It's Clue's win condition.
Trent's dead. He doesn't take another turn.
That is true. I haven't activated that at all yet.
Correct.
Chances are, if the man is dead, he doesn't do much else in the game yet. And Firebase can kill me. It's definitely a
I can absolutely kill you this
Absolutely.
turn.
not
Can you imagine if I just attack your planeswalkers instead? Like, you know what? I'm gonna attack every like fake Jace.
Not good. I'm attacking my fake Jaces.
I'd like to play.
Dylan worked so hard on them.
He did until he didn't.
Just guarantee that whatever you're going for, it's like stable, right? Does that make sense? Like you can
Yeah.
kill me, but like if you just get annihilated by Graaz, it's not helpful.
That's fair. I'm thinking I can do all right. So I'm gonna go Cyber Drive Awakener.
Give me your whole board flying.
Give me my
That's
whole
the
board
most like
flying.
Yu-Gi-Oh card I've ever seen out of Magic.
It really
It's
is,
up
yeah.
there.
So when it ETBs, it also makes all of my non-creature artifacts into artifact creatures that are 4/4s. So Mere
Obelisk of
Reservoir,
Urtent and Mere Reservoir.
yeah, that's already a creature. But yeah, these two are now 4/4s as well.
Cool. That have haste and flying.
Yeah.
What life total is Avian at?
35.
35. And then I'm going to shock in a Sacred Foundry.
Oh, here we go. Okay, things are getting more and more dangerous.
Do you have the mana for
Oh, this is where
Urtet?
Piper wins.
Yeah, you've got the mana for Urtet, surely.
I do have the mana for Urtet.
But maybe Piper has mana for something else even better.
Yeah. So I'm going to pay.
Fuck, every single mirror that... Wait, hang on. Yeah, every single mirror that he makes is a 3/3 flying haste.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Because of the Urd, the Awakener, and the Elder Engineer. They're 3/3 flies with haste.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
No, the Awakener only makes.
Other artifact creatures you control have flying.
Yeah, they're two separate
Oh, yeah,
abilities.
they're fine. So, sorry, I was just looking at the bottom.
Yeah, the 4/4s.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's dangerous.
And I'm going to play
Don't
down
riff me, bro.
Kindred Summons at instant speed. Sorry, at sorcery speed.
Oh my god, let's go!
I'm going to choose Mir. I only have 4 Mir currently. But that, I think, is still enough.
That still should get you some...
Pretty good.
Let's see what it gets you. Because they're all going to be +2/+2 flying haste, so
Yeah.
they're going to give you
Reveal
some.
4 Mir.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Iron Mir, that's a good one.
Is the Mir Battlesphere in your hand?
No, they revealed that earlier that they were looking at.
So there is a potential that I can flip Mir Battlesphere.
There's-
Mill Galvanizer.
Oh,
Okay.
Mir
Mir
Battlesphere.
Battlesphere.
There it is.
God.
We might both be dead.
yeah, I don't think we have any extra turns at all. I think Trent flew way too close to the sun. Which is, again, very stable.
And
genre.
Mir Welder.
Oh, there's the card that does the thing. Yeah, after this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to instant speed take 2 extra turns, but interrupt your play. Like, sorry,
Okay.
in response, it's my turn. I do untap. Oh, hang on.
I apologize. We missed a trigger here. I think the only trigger it was the
Kuldotha.
Kuldotha, which was 4 damage to you,
Okay.
which puts you on 38.
Yep.
So I think that's
Not huge.
not really
Well,
an issue.
36, because they shocked themselves with the Sacred Battery as well, right?
No, that.
Oh, sorry,
They
you
went
gained
from
some
44
life.
to 42.
Sorry, I forgot you gained
Yeah.
life. My bad. Oh, because of Tezzeret, of course. My
Yeah.
apologies. Yeah, of course.
Oh, it's life game.
And they don't take 2, right? They take 4 because of Mayhem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this will add these 4 as well onto my board.
Jesus Christ.
All with flying haste.
All with
Which
flying
rolls
haste.
4/4.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
and now 4/4s, yeah.
We have 4/4 flying haste.
So everything on the board is a 4/4 flying haste for you right now.
Yes.
Every
At minimum.
artifact. Yeah.
Yes.
Minimum, yeah.
At minimum, yeah.
And what artifacts do I have in here that I can put on him?
Yeah, because you could do it and then untap him in combat, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I have Mirror Retriever.
Which does kind of nothing.
Can you get Mir Retriever back with the
Mir Reservoir?
I
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
And then cast for another Mir.
Yeah.
And because it's free.
You know what? I think I will. So it's 1, 2, 3. Mirror Retriever. Cast him. Grab another Mir.
Avian had some Mir.
If he does have some
I
Mir.
have some more Mir. I might be lying.
Mir. Mir.
Oh, I have
Oh,
Yeah.
one more Mir.
Let's go. Okay. Let's put Mirror Retriever down.
Oh, you also take 4 damage from Harsh Mental.
Oh, right, yeah. I am not
Okay.
stoked about this combat map.
Math is for blockers. All right.
I like that.
How many cards are in your hand?
2. Okay. Dude, nice 4 damage, bro.
Okay, I think that's
That means I've
everything.
done 12 damage to Piper this turn, which is more than either of you.
You know what?
That's
yeah,
true,
that's a really good
actually,
point.
yeah.
I've done no damage. I've achieved. You know, I've
You've
achieved
achieved
fundamentally very little. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of game actions, though.
I've taken a lot of game actions.
Yeah.
I've scared everyone, and much like a planeswalker deck, gotten nowhere, and I'm about to die to combat damage.
Ah, yes, the true competitive dilemma.
Okie dokie. So I think that's everything that I want to do before I go to combat.
I mean, you're tapped out. You put another 30 permanents on the board. That
Yeah.
seems pretty good.
Alrighty, so I'm going. I'm gonna enter combat. When I do, I'm gonna untap all of my me. Okay.
Are you gonna?
Okay.
How many blockers do you have?
So now what I'll do is like when you go to combat, I'm gonna activate Teferi, and I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna phase out Solphim. No, I'm gonna phase out this.
You can't.
Why can't I?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't control. Yeah, I'm gonna phase out your guy that burns Piper. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you considered phasing out something else
On their board,
on their board?
they kill me anyway.
Do
I'm
that?
dead, bro.
They might not.
There's no situation, right? If I don't, okay, right? If I have this, there's no situation with
Look, if
either.
you phase out the Thopter Engineer, I probably survive this, please.
Let me think about this. So Piper kills me, and then you don't kill me. That's the deal. Like you don't kill me. That's because Piper kills me. So no, it's fine. I'll phase out the Everwild. Like, this is the game, right? Now Piper has another option to attack. Like think about that.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Not, yeah.
Okay, so all of my mirrors currently are pretty huge.
Exodia, obliterate.
What are all the pluses to my things right now?
Your +3/+3.
Shitloads.
Every mirror is +3/+3.
Every mirror is +3/+3.
Yeah. Every 1/1 mirror is a 4/4 mirror flying.
I feel like you don't have a lot of options, right? I feel like Avian and I have presented game win on board.
Yes.
Dylan hasn't. You kill both of us, unfortunately, because we both presented game win on the board. Or at least, sorry, game kill you.
Yeah, game kill me on board, and I
Yes.
don't like me kill.
Yeah,
I mean, you can block me.
they can't untap though.
Yeah, I can't untap all my stuff.
Just don't attack me.
Don't attack
And then you
just
can
Avian,
block
attack
me.
just me, and then block and lose your whole board to his board of 7/8 or whatever. That's 7/5.
Look, Avian, I don't think there's an argument that you can present where I
I'm not a
won't
very
kill you
good
this turn.
politician, okay? I get it.
Avian's like, shoot me. Oh no, sorry, he's not a very good politician. Sorry.
I just want to play my Golem Artisan and get these all flying.
Take that away from him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Take
take
this
that
from
away
him.
from you. So let's see.
So Avian's on 35 and Trent is on 7
3,
with no flying block.
5.
I'm dead in water. I'm DOA, dead on arrival.
So you would need to attack with 9 1/1s
Into Avian.
into Avian.
Yeah.
Kill him.
And they will all be 4/4s.
I mean, I can't block anything. I'm tapped out. So.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
GLHF.
7,
Oh, he can't block?
8,
Juggernauts can't block?
Flying.
Flying.
Okay.
Whole board's flying.
9. These will all be going into Avian. And then 1, 2.
I have no blockers. It only needs to be 2 into me.
Yeah.
You have-
Unless I flash off the top of my library a card worth a lot of mana.
Oh, yeah, you have a shitload of mana still. I forgot about
Going to win if I get to play the game. I've played so much of this damn game. If I get to play any more of it, it's going to be bad for everyone.
If you get to play any more of it, you're the only one who's going to be
Gets to play
playing
any
it.
more
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
So these two will go into Urtet.
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Dylan as well.
Cool boy.
Sniper Drive himself is flying, of course, right? He
Yes.
gets himself flying, such is flying.
He just
yeah.
has flying.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So 5, 9.
No.
That's a +3/+3.
Oh, yeah.
So 5, 9, plus another 5 is 14, plus another 7 is 21,
This is a 4/4.
plus a 4/4 is 25. Yeah, okay, cool. I take 25.
And we both die.
Yes, you both die.
Alright.
Oh! Man, I really
Eggs.
shouldn't have proliferated Tezzeret a bunch of times, eh? No, I was still
Oh,
dead.
guess what?
I was still dead. And you can draw more cards now!
Yeah, let's go.
hell
See, that was
yeah.
actually the strat.
Shut up! You cast the card, bro.
Bring it to my...
Shut up!
And then you've taken 25, so you're on 10.
I'm on 10.
I get to draw a card at the end of my turn
Oh my
because
God,
I'm the
let's go.
monarch.
Mhm.
Let's go. And I have 1 blocker. 2 blockers.
Two blockers, I was
Two
gonna say.
blockers.
And a planeswalker, and that's gonna ult next turn. So that's kind of like a blocker.
Yeah. Go off, king. Your turn. Sorry, no, I'm the king. My bad. I'm the monarch.
Yeah. What's that Coldplay song? It's the one where it's like
Yellow.
yellow. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you try so
I'm gonna play Crystal Grotto.
I used to rule
The world sees it rise when I gave the word. I gotta stop that. YouTube
I
gets
don't want to
angry.
be DMCA'd.
Yeah, YouTube gets angry. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry. All right.
Are you good enough for the DMC to catch you though?
I like to think we are. like big enough for it to matter? Probably not.
You don't think we sound like Mr. Coldplay himself?
You know, we actually have so little of these, and we wasted so many on scribbling games. This is like what we have left now.
It's okay. We have some time
whole
before the
season.
next season, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get more promos hopefully.
Of course. So
I want
funny.
to believe.
So,
Put in the
You-
comments
you
if you
do-
want to take home a Jace Kinder token.
Can you deal 34 damage to me this turn?
He's gonna try.
Gonna give it a red hot go.
Gauntlet of Power? Question mark. Using red.
Oh, dude.
None of it works.
I know. I just saw that. I'm like, oh, dude, that doesn't translate to winning the game, bro.
I know.
I'm sorry. Do you want to show Piper what you have your options are?
Nah.
Well played!
Yeah! GG!
Let's
Dude,
go.
I was so stoked that I managed to flip the battle sphere off the kindred summons.
Proliferate wins
Yeah.
again.
Shit, it did.
What would
Damn it.
Okay, but what would I have gotten off my next 10 artifacts?
have fun.
Let's have a look. What would we have gotten?
You know what?
It's
I'm
like
still
none.
happy with kind of how this deck performed.
Dude, that was dangerous, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you were very fun. I was actually kind of like surprised when you didn't just kill Piper.
I was looking at
Kinda
that stuff
surprised.
and being like,
Would have
I
gotten a mere
kept,
turbine.
That's cool.
I'm
That
like-
would have made you take 4 damage.
Yeah.
Unlike the first game where I was like 50-50 on builds and capability, this game all I got was builds.
Yeah, that's right.
This
yeah.
is your me.
thank you.
But it was
Um,
good. It was still getting there.
So
Interesting
Dylan's
deck.
alignment
This deck
shift to a
definitely-
red
I think I'm
player
gonna
is
put this one together for some
complete.
fun.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
maybe look towards, and I don't know the deck. I know you know better than I do. But I was saying maybe look towards like a lot of more bolt effects. It feels like bolt is really rough because 3 damage doesn't get you very far. But when that becomes 6,
Yeah, yeah.
all of a sudden 6ing somebody's face for 1 mana is actually insanely valid in Commander. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, like, and then you play a couple of those like the Shaman that makes treasures when you cast a copy, you know, that kind of stuff. You twin cast, or I mean, a reverberate / fork if you have the money for fork. If you want to fork out for forks, but reverberate's still really good. Bonus round, like that kind of stuff. And then you just play like I bolt you, and then it's bolt times 3 times 2. Like,
Yeah.
that's really good. I think that could work too. I mean, your build's really good, of course, but I think that could really work.
There's a couple of things I want to change with it, but yeah. Well, that was the Funzy game too. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to like the channel, subscribe, get the bell on, get notified every time a new video goes live here on the Hardcast MTG channel. And if you want to pick up any singles, you can do so from tcgsingles.store. Use the discount code VGLive to get 5% off your order.
I did not put a single 1/1 counter onto a single Mia with Urtet this like in either game.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
He's
It's
just
the Mia that counts.
he's just like that so that you can run all the Mia that tap for colors.
That's really what it is.
That's
It's an
only why he
excuse to
has
make it
that.
WUBRG. It's
Yeah.
just making WUBRG. I don't think Mia or even like tribal decks need like an anthem at all. They have lots of
No.
access to those. We
Yeah.
established that.
Especially artifact creature tribal.
I straight up forgot Obelisk of Erd was in the deck, and then like
Yeah.
we flipped it, and I was like, oh, that's fucking Jesus.
I-
Oh, well, they can only hit like Urza and such, and that's not an artifact. That they hit like the Tempest Steel, it's not an artifact. Oh, pretty good. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and like hitting the battle sphere off the kindred summons was like
That was good.
definitely like,
Mandatory and insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks so much, everyone. Thank you again, Connor, for helping us out behind
Thank
the
you,
scenes there.
Thank you, producer Connor.
Woo!
Yeah.
Stay safe out there, everyone. Wash your goddamn hands.
Peace off.
We'll see you in the next season.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Avian.